Alright, guys. Well. I guess how's it going, Nature Marvel? I'm just setting up my stream. Give me a second, and then we can get that going. All right. So late stream today. It's gonna be very deranged. I'm low key kind of tired, but we're gonna vibe through the entire thing. Not like vibe code, but like 100% just raw, like unfiltered vibe. So we're just here to chill, make mistakes along the way. Who cares? I'm literally doing this because I want to be like locked in on my comp sci class before I actually like really get into nitty gritty in it. So yeah, and we're gonna be using Zed today as well. Should I use Neovim as well? Like just to like complicate my entire life? That would be fun. All right, let's open Zed, and then we can get that started. All right, and then almost max, boom, and then nice. Oh yeah, I forgot to ping on the Discord. Oh my god, I'm literally LARPing so hard. All right, let's ping in the Discord and get that going. Wait, let me do this. Calc speed run. I don't know what. C++, by the way. Hey. All right, guys. Now we're locked. So I gotta create the new repo for that. So let me just go out of a little bit. CD, blah, blah, blah. And let's make a new directory. Make directory. What are we gonna call it? Freaking CPP calc speed run. And then we're just gonna make it. Now we're gonna CD into CPP calc speed run, and then we're gonna get in it just to get it started, and then we're gonna do GitHub repo create, I believe, and then we push to a local repository. Boom, 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 boom. Public, boom. Now we're live, boys. Yep. Okay. Now we're live. All right. And then I can just do also, guys. Oh, I forgot about YouTube chat. Oh my god. I literally have like YouTube chat syndrome. I just won't read their stuff. Wait, why is it above me? What the hell? It's like above my screen. What the? Okay. How's it going, guys? Caster. Let's see that. All right. Now I'm gonna Z into it actually. Z period and then what am I doing? I am working. Well, I'm speedrunning a calculator app in C++. Well, it's not gonna be an actual app because I don't know how to make apps in C++. So it's gonna be like a terminal, like UI or whatever. Basically, the entire point of this is that I have a series I kind of started where I would just create a calculator in whatever language I wanted, right? And the reason why I'm using C++ right now is because I have a C++ class that I want to be locked in for, and so it'd be fun to like just like experiment with it. I mean, we're like 1 week into it, but I'd rather know more than to know less. So hey, it is what it is. All right, so I had some movements with C++ while I was in class, and I realized that it's a little bit weird, in terms of like having IDE stuff and set up and having you choose make files. That stuff wasn't really taught in class, so I had to like go do research on that stuff to get that working. So yeah, do you think Q&A field will survive with the next year's both manual automation testing? I would say Q&A would definitely I feel like it's still important because you need people to test these apps that are being built with edge cases that cannot be even phantom, especially when people are not like putting time into like actually programming the things they're supposed to be programming, right? So I would say Q&A is not going anywhere. In fact, I feel like some companies need to do more QA actually. And on C++, and we can get that started. So the thing I love about Zed is that it actually comes in with built-in C++ support, which is actually really cool. But I'm going to update it because they probably update like some really important stuff there. Also, guys, tell me if the music. I think the music is way too loud. Let me just turn that shit down. Give me a second, and I can turn myself up slightly. Maybe not too much, but yeah. All right. And then mic closer to my face would be absolutely perfect. All right, nice. So now that we've started, I kind of don't remember how to like even start a C++ file. As you can see, we're going absolutely great. I don't even know what I'm doing. So we'll just go through it. I believe it's like int main, and then you do, and then you have to return 0 because it's like what the compiler says that hey, program is running good, right? And then boom. And in order for me to get this running within my IDE, I have to write a make file. So let's get that going. Make file, and then I forgot GPT gave me this last time, so we'll do that. How's it going, W? T3.chat, and then I can go through my chats. Kind of worried about it since AI might take her. I can't read. Might take it over. but still I'm planning to pursue it. Definitely go into it. I would say if again, um, just don't be like. Of course, you should be slightly worried about AI, but what you should be worried about the most is just getting really good at what you do. If you're really good at what you do, no matter what happens, you'll always be needed, right? Because that's really really important. All right, let's go back to GPT. I think I was doing C++ input stream or whatever. I was trying to figure out what was going on in class. I was like live prompting in class to figure stuff out. All right, let's see. Up, up, up. 1 segundo. Up, up, up. I was troubleshooting the make file. Where is this at? Okay, this is all LARPs. Can I just search up make? Yes, thank you. All right, nice. Can I? Oh, there's so much mentions of make. Oh my god, no, we're fucking cooked. I'm an intro to comp sci 1, skipped COC 1775, and I'm confused, bro. You got any tips? I would say the best way to get unblocked or unconfused in comp sci is just to do projects on the side. Explore it on your own individual pace, because comp sci is not. I don't believe it's a concept that can be truly thought like true. This like teaching, like traditional teaching. There has to be practice. There has to be time outside. There has to be, um a certain level of understanding you can only get through experiencing it. So this like theoretical teaching is not enough. And that's why I believe college should hound on projects, hound on work outside of school. Cause like even like most of the colleges, the stuff they're teaching you right now is not what you're gonna be using in the next 5 years when you get on the job. It's gonna be kind of different. So you gotta hound on them and like their ability to learn how to learn on their own. Cause you know, essentially exactly what I said. So yeah, that's my take on that. Thinking of going back end, front end, kind of cooked with AI. I would say front end is still not cooked with AI. I mean, it's a little bit cooked, but if you know what I know, it's that the people who are able to use these tools more efficiently will just be able to work faster. And you kind of need people to like guide and train these tools because generating UIs with GPT kind of sucks, especially if you don't have like a proper guidance. They kind of like run off the same templates. I can literally show you guys like literal proof. I will like do multiple generations of like 5 different AI sets, and you guys will see like the patterns on the data sets they're being trained on. It's like absolutely insane. Like it's just like prediction models at this point. Is this most bots? No, I am using T3 chat right now and just like was chatting with it. But I have a sponsor that is somewhat similar to most bot that I will probably get in touch with them soon. They're called Zoo. I can't give them free promo, but Zoo Computer, and their entire things like you have an entire computer on the cloud and can even run like multi bots on it, which is really cool. So that's how my quote unquote experiences. I've been diving into that on the side, but again, no talks about them until the sponsorship deal is confirmed. So that's my take on that. Yo, Dara, how's the semester going for you so far? It's going pretty chopped. I had a Japanese quiz like 2 days ago. I did not know what was happening, and I walked into class and I paper blank, nothing. And that's usually on like me. I just like I guess the entire week that school was out because of the snow. I just like everything's chill, and then I went in and I fucking failed everything. So I'll get back on that grind eventually, locking on my academics. I'm actually starting that process. I made a Quizlet, so we'll lock into that Quizlet tomorrow morning, hopefully, if I'm not lying. And then for math, I'm also kind of lost as well because my teacher has like a different teaching style. So I have to like really put all these stuffs into context and like reroute how I learn again. Yo, how's it going, Adam? Okay, Adam, I'm low key doing a C++ calculator speedrun. I don't know what I'm doing, so the vibes are gonna be high today. I'm telling you that much. But bro, do not write C++ if you can't set up your editor. Also, what's the issue? Oh, well, the thing is that the editor I'm using is Z, and like the support of C++ and Z is kind of different from other editors. So I do know how to set up my editor. I did like yesterday, but I'm on my PC. I did that on my MacBook, so I could really redo that again. And also just go through the process of like what we're here to learn. We're not here to be like perfect geniuses who can do everything in 2 seconds. So yeah. Although I would love to do that, but would that be fun? Like being a genius that can do everything in 2 seconds? Like everything would low key be boring, no? Because like frustration breeds like happiness. Like if you're not frustrated, how can you be happy? Like you know what I mean? Uh, let's see. I think I was talking about like how C++ works within the input and output commands, but I can't remember the default. I might just open my MacBook and just check for reference at this point. Good vibes, good vibes. I have good news too. Went from 20 to 43 users after doing some base marketing. Nice, nice. Also, Adam, I've low-key be getting AI pilled like crazy this past like 2 weeks. I did the what? I've been using OpenCode for a bit. I tried out 4.5 and it was all right, but not exactly what I wanted. I would say 5.3 looks really good, but I haven't again sat down because it literally just came out yesterday. So yeah, that's like my entire thing going on right now. But I'm still experimenting with this one back. Absolutely, man. You can adapt to it like Maharaga from JJK, bro. I'm telling you, Maharaga is the one guy who's like lost every fight he's been in, but somehow still managed to get upscaled in every single one. It's like absolutely goated. Uh, okay, where's the make file command? You know, I'll just search up the word tab. Tab. And then next. Yep, this is exactly what I want. So boop, 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 boop. Tabs matter, and then let's scroll down for a second. It's gonna give me a version with just like, yes, this is what I want. Okay. Not in here in my make file, and then this should be cool. So I just have to remove these and put an actual tab myself. Remove these. Oh, install this make file extension. Thank you. And then tab there, and I should be good here. And now I should be able to do well, I can't run it necessarily because I have to import. You have to import it. I have to get a debugger in. So let's go and get that in. C++ debugger. The things I do to like use Z is crazy, by the way. I could have just used VS Code, but it is what it is. I like using Z for flood. But like when I'm doing actual real work, I will not be in Z. So sorry. It just needs a lot more things to be like fixed within it, I feel like. Is this a C++ command? Yes. And this is for the debugger starts. I believe this is it because this is the one that worked for me when I took it, right? I believe so. That should be fine. Have I ever gone into competitive programming? Slightly, but not necessarily. I did what is it? Lockheed Martin Code Quest. It was a doozy. It was fun, but like I didn't really feel like I was in my element. I really don't like competitive coding that much. I much like prefer like actually like creating things with my code. Not like they're not creating things, but it's more often like, okay, you gotta hit this task, you gotta like solve this algorithm like really fast. That's not really like my type of flow of things. You know what I mean? Let's do run. Well, would it be debug? Okay, let's do that. Debug. .json. I'm just gonna drop this file here. Oh, I gotta nuke this, and that should be fine. So now when I run this, I should be able to do. Oh, guys, let's see if I remember how to print in C++. It should be std. Wait, no. I gotta turn off the AI. How do I turn off the AI? Let's see. Inline suggestions. How do I turn it off? Z inline AI agent. Focus. What about tab complete? How to turn off AI suggestions in Z. Start programming in Notepad, you imposter, bro. I'm not gonna program in Notepad, bro. Come on. It's in your settings. It shouldn't. Settings, AI predictions, show predictions. Okay, that should be easy, bro. Like nobody's gonna be programming in Notepad. Does Notepad even have like highlighting? Inline assist model GPT-5 mini, my goat, and then what is this? I show inline completions none. Show inline completions none. Show inline completions none. That's in features, right? Okay. So I think I should be able to do this, and that should be fine. And then, comma, boom. Your settings file usually deprecated settings are automatically updated, and a backup will be saved. Don't worry, I'm good. And now I don't get any AI autocomplete. Nice, because like we're really here to learn and lock in. Oh my god, I keep forgetting my YouTube chat. That's because like Castro Labs is like being weird. It keeps opening up at like the Alt Shift M or something. Oh wait, I can just do Almost. Almost max. And bring it right. Nice. That's okay. Okay, so there's nobody in YouTube chat. That's kind of bad. It's kind of good at the same time. All right. And now we should be good. So STD C out. And then what would it be? Oh, well, okay, never mind. Just giving it to me. I don't really care anymore. Hello world, STD, and line. Nice. Oh, we need to import it. We need to include IO stream. Yes. All right. And now when we do file run start debugger, build binary, make is not recognized as a command. Oh, we need to set up make now. There's a way we do it. Grr. All right, let's do that. I think I should just type make. I can. Oh, I don't have make installed. Freaking packet. Let's see. Alright. Setting up on my Windows PC and make is shitting itself. Essentially. This would be easier in Python. Yeah, I know. The only reason why I'm doing this is literally because I have a C++ class and I have to lock in. I don't want to be like behind on class. Recommend install myc sys2. Can I do this in like 2 seconds? Continue. There's an installer. Is there like a can I install this in Chocolatey? Python appeared in the Schmepstein files 10 times. Our studio none explained that level. Bro, you know the bash handbook was in the Epstein files, which is really funny. Like Epstein was really learning how to use bash like a freaking goat. Not that he's a goat though. He's a child predator, absolutely horrible man. But yeah. This using Chocolatey. Please let it be my package manager, please. So they're telling me to install what? Alright. Whoa, you just said Eps the goat. That's great. Okay. Wait. No. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean like that. But like, actually, there's actually no justifying that. I actually apologize for the first time I'm actually getting canceled. I'm so sorry I said that. That was absolutely not a good thing to say. All right. So we're doing recommended for make files. So do this and then install a compiler, and then I should be good. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna open terminal, and then we can get that going. Oh, you can see my open code instance running. All right. Bash is what's used in PowerShell and terminal on Windows. What's the equivalent for Linux? Wouldn't it be Isn't Linux like terminal still in Bash? No, I swear to God it is. Oh, like apt update is part of what? Wouldn't that be part of GNOME? Am I tripping? Is apt update part of GNOME? Or is it like default package manager stuff? No, app's the default package manager that comes with that. Okay. That makes sense. So ideally you could get that in there at the same time as well. I'm low-key lost ASF. Okay, let's install make with Chocolatey and we should be good, I believe. Why did I write npm? Holy cooked. That's how you know I'm JS brain. All right, so I've installed make, and then I can just run make version chat. Yes, nice. And then I'm gonna install this, and I should be good. Never heard of Gnome. Gnome is the underlying like thing that runs Linux. Am I tripping? Is Gnome the thing that runs under Linux? If I'm tripping, like take me out. It's the Linux kernel display system. Oh, Gnome is a desktop environment. Okay, yeah, that's like big LARPs. I'm literally LARPing Linux right now. Holy cooked. All right. Make an alt account and LARP as a quant div. I was thinking about making an alt account like for specific other things. We're gonna do like song reviews and stuff, but I just was too lazy, or I Loki might have even forgot about it. Well, now I remember, but like even besides that, so we can do. We just installed min, and then we can verify this. Uh, no, 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 it doesn't work. I'm so happy when that happens. Oh, it does work. Nice. Okay, now ideally we should be able to run make in our freaking terminal. So I'm gonna close our terminal. Can I just close it? Blah 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 blah. How do you close the terminal? I guess X would be nice. Okay. Now I can just be like make. Boom! Nice. Missing a separator. Stop. Line 10 is missing a separator. Oh, I have a space. That's not good. Did I? I don't. Yeah, why did I have a space there? That's weird. Okay, now I can run make. Boo! Oh, so which line is that? Line 7. Okay, what is going on with me? Okay, and then save it. Bro, just use Linux at this point, bro. I can't switch my main OS like that instantly, bro. It takes quite a bit to switch your main OS, and also like I won't be able to do a bunch of other stuff I do on my main OS. Like there really is no point. Unless one day I magically get rich and get a second SSD and then I could dual boot Linux. That would be cool, but I can't stream on TikTok Studio on Linux. So is there really a point in that? Linux just has way too many like strings attached. I'd ideally love to, but I can program on a VM why would I want to. That sounds like hell. Like legitimately. All right, let's do this. Make and then okay, I'm getting fucking cooked here. System organized file make file 7 plus. I think I might have cooked it. Let's give it to GPT. GPT probably knows what's going on here. So I'm just gonna give it my main. This is my current make file. C++, yes, hell, basically. But it's fine. I'm only doing it because I have school, and I want to know stuff before I actually go into class. All right, fix for me. I daily drive Linux even for school, and I've never gotten a single problem. Yeah, but the thing is that it's not that Linux sucks for like anybody in general, but for me specifically, it kind of sucks. I have a bunch of games and stuff I play that don't run on Linux, even because of the anti-cheat as well, and also the fact that again, my main workflow, TikTok Studio, does not have a Linux version built for it, so I would have to like do some like wide emulation and some BS, and I'm not really too into that right now. Also, I don't have money to afford a second SSD. That too as well. Cross-platform make file recommended. Was that make file not cross-platform? Holy cooked. All right. Okay. Let's try this then. I'm gonna replace this with this. Doubt it's gonna be the actual solution, but hey, if life goes. You use Arch, by the way, bro. If I ever do run Linux, I'm definitely gonna use Arch to LARP because like it's like peak LARPs right there. 12. Yo, I might just switch to Visual Studio at this point, bro, because Visual Studio will get me up and running in 2 seconds instead of using Zed. Um, okay, let's go back to here, and let's do G++ just to make sure that it's we're actually moving. I think there should be and then oh, it's not recognizing this commandlet. Why would that be? Let me close this out and let me open terminal again, because like in my terminal it's perfectly fine, so I think I need to nuke this entire instance of Zed and we should be fine. Nope. Nope, nope, not that. Zed, and I should be fine. All right, nice. Okay, now let's try to run it once again. Make. Oh my god. Have we reversed? Make is now not recognized as a bash command. Oh my god. No, I think we've ascended. Holy crap. How did I progress in reverse? Do you know a better way to add stuff to path that isn't Windows environmental variable setup? I honestly don't know. Honestly, the way I solved that is just using a package manager, using Chocolatey. Chocolatey handles that for me, so I don't have to like go into my path like environmental variable setup and like go set that up. But yeah, I mean, just like low key, the Mac dev experience, Linux dev experience is looking just better. But like Windows, us Windows gang, we gotta stay together. Um. It was just working, bro. It was just working. I'm gonna shoot everything. All right. Project CVP Calc Speedrun. And let's do this. Surely. All right. Make totally works, by the way. What app did you create? I created an app called Icarus. It's an open source Valorant strategy creator that I built. Well, I've been working on for about like a year and a half. I'm just turn this down. And essentially, it's an app that allows Valorant players and esports teams to plan strategies inside of the game of Valorant, outside of the game of Valorant. So, like, it breaks in all of these end-game data from Valorant, including the abilities, their sizes, and essentially displays all of this upon the screen for everybody to be able to visualize. And it becomes really cool because, like, stuff like abilities, for example, are exactly one-to-one to scale with the map of Valorant. So it becomes like ultra useful when you're doing stuff outside of that. On my HTN, I wouldn't say I'm HTN, like not even, because like remember HTN is a high ass bar, so I wouldn't even make a comment towards where I am on the bar. So yeah, that's sick as fuck. Thank you, man. But you know what I am? I'm happy. That's what I am. All right, let's do. Holy T-Mux, what the fuck did I just do? How did I get what split windows? What the fuck is going on? Yo, yo. That bros knows ball. Yeah, I was in it. I was in OG. Well, OG, because OG's OG going like years back. But I was like in like what 2 years ago LM community. But again, I don't really agree too much on their values. But there is some value there. Also, what's going? You know what? I'm just gonna close this and I'm gonna have a good day. Hop and test, bro. I couldn't. I low-key just want to like just stay as I am, cause like I feel like my only goal is just like low-key program max and just like code. That's literally it. Code, play video games, life complete. Anything else? Pretty simple. I see the Claude files. Did you get a subscription past the 7 day? I was gonna, and then I discovered open code and I ended up using it for free. So the moment open code starts being a problem is when I'm probably gonna switch back to Claude code. Cause like the thing about Claude code is I'm stuck with Claude, bruh. I like all the models. I like GPT 5.2, 5.3 now, because 5.3 is goaded. But like I like these models way better than I like Claude. I know Claude is really good for a front end design. Especially with the front end design skill, absolutely kills. So yeah. I tried it with the llama models, but I cannot run that stuff. Yeah, low key, the llama models are they good like open source models like Dara's? Like, cause like I felt like they've always been subpar, especially when compared to stuff like Kimmy K2. Like that's like peak open source right there. Dara went to Hollywood after asking for housing together, bro. I forgot. Oh my god, no, I forgot. I totally forgot, bro. That's my bad. Nah, I'll hit you up. I'll hit you up. Also, the thing is that I was looking at the other housing, trying to get like more meta housing, because I asked some of the other like people on like the Discord, and they were like giving me more meta housing options, but none of them had images. So that was like a little bit scary, because I was good. Like, what do you mean? Like, we're gonna go to a place with zero images? Like, what the fuck? So yeah. All right. Also, I hate C++ because what the fuck? You know what? You know what? I give up. It ran perfectly on my MacBook, but now make isn't working for some reason. Um, on an operable as an internal external command program or operable or what's the freaking packet? Holy crap! I'm gonna do something. Yeah, I don't know. Cornish does have good documentation, but the thing about Cornish dorms are low-key kind of buns. Like it's like everybody's kind of like my dorm actually IRL is that everybody is in the same room, including the beds and stuff. So like, there's not really like quote unquote any privacy because I don't know if like if I'm gonna be going to Seattle, I'm gonna be working for the big A to Z. I'd rather have like not cushy, but a good enough setup. You know what I mean? Why am I coding in C plus plus? Is because I have a C plus plus class, and I don't like feeling behind. I don't like learning through the teacher. I like learning through myself. And then what's the most meta way to learn through myself than to like literally use C plus plus? But alas, it's not. I can't even get make files to run. So at this point, I might just like low key jump off. Oh, it's running. Oh shoot. Oh freaking crap. Let's fucking go. Now it's working. Okay, weird. Um. Okay. Let's after it's working now, we can go to this and I'm just gonna scroll up a tad bit and I think I run make build or make remove or whatever. Freaking packet. And I should be fine. This is just him explaining the process flow for me. And that should be it. Bro, I went to my final interview, legit had one of the best interviews. They liked me, but still said no. Damn. Bro, I feel like at that point, bruh, like it's just like a chance thing. Like you did everything perfectly fine, but there was still a chance thing. Did they tell you why though? Like was there a reason behind it? Cuz like I feel like at that point you got to give me a reason. You know what I mean? Adam F blah 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 image new challenger has appeared. Make file for nothing and then we do this much. We put in the Zersh and then we add this and then we do uh up make clean. Ooh, aura. Okay, let's do that. Make clean. Boom. So I'm just gonna close this file. Make clean. Don't worry, it doesn't matter. We're just gonna run the program. Don't care. Don't care. And ran make first. Fine. I don't care that much. Oh, build failed. Oh shit. Okay. No real to make target build. Stop. Okay, this is the thing. If we go into the zdebug.json, um, command is make path to program. My only advice is that you have to exploit nepotism. I didn't get a job until I said I knew a person at the job. Yeah. Yeah, nepotism, I told you guys, connection maxing is literally peak. Like, there's nothing that beats knowing somebody in the industry. Like, nothing beats that, actually. That's why the best thing is to literally just nepotism max. It's so bad and it should not be that way. But look, the thing is that we're humans at the end of the day. Whenever you say you know about somebody within the industry, right? They automatically tag that, especially if they're not personally, they automatically tag that credibility and that like responsibility of that person onto you because you're in relation to them, and their brain is like human nature. They just connect it, right? So I don't even blame them honestly. They flew you out to a hotel. Oh yeah, bruh. That's crazy then. Like they were actually that committed and they built out on you. Not now it makes me feel like it's not your fault at all. Right? I feel like it's something internal that happened that just like messed up the process. I literally see no reason why like you should be like the one that made that mistake there. Uh let's see here. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Yeah, how did I fix this magically? Holy crap. Maybe I should have set C++ up before I even started stream because I can't even start the speedrun timer. Is this it? Now I'm telling myself, what do I do? And I'm feeling myself, I'm not to you. And I'm telling myself, what do I do? And I'm feeling myself, I'm on you. Is it line to tell you how I feel? Run, debug, attach. Did I save this? Matches schemas, only one must. Oh yeah, there's multiple files in here. That's not good. What language do I do already? I know Dart, JavaScript, TypeScript, Lua, U, Java, and if I want to LARP, C sharp. If I want to LARP, C sharp. Is it bad that I can't go a day without opening ChatGPT? I would say no. Can you go a day without opening the internet? No. So low key, I don't think it's crazy. I'll be putting in a bunch of hours on GPT, bruh. Best believe. I think I had my T3 Wrapped came out, and I used like GPT for like 250 days, like almost the entire year. Like I was literally like hardcore, like literally using GPT all the time. Like look at my T3 Wrapped for last year. 266 days, bro. Almost the entire year I was on GPT. So I wouldn't say it's like any that crazy. Realistically, why do you use T3 chat? Because it allows me to essentially chat with all these AI models without paying $20 a month. T3 chat is only $8 a month, meaning that whenever I want to chat to GPT, Gemini, Kimi K2, Haiku, all of these models, I don't have to like literally bend over and take back shots to use them, right? That was a crazy statement, but you know what I mean. C++ is superior to all, but I wish I could get it set up properly. Well, that's because I'm probably using Zed, and I'm like literally like putting myself on the back foot. But if I want to do C++, I want to do it like in the true Sigma fashion. Like this is what a C++ guy would do. I'm just gonna do this, and then we should be fine. Is ChatGPT good enough at coding in C to help me learn concept for my CS1 class? Yes, it's more than good enough, bruh. Like 100%. Especially if you use the later models, like it's really, really good. Especially if you're not using just say, yo, write this code for me, or rather like quote unquote general explanations. It's fine. It guides you towards the right direction like half of the time, right? And the rest is just searching. And C++ has really, really good docs. So yeah. How are your limits on T3 chat? So T3 chat's limits are a little bit weird. So you get 100 premium messages and a 1,500 standard messages. I'm gonna tell you something. I have never, ever reached my limit. At some point, I was at a hackathon. I thought I was gonna reach my limit, so I bought more credits. I haven't touched this for almost like 3 months, genuinely. And getting more credits is like $8, right? So essentially, what premium messages are is stuff like image gem models, Claude models. Those are premium models. So do they have it tagged by premium? So think about stuff like Gemini 3 Pro, Claude Opus 4.5, and Sonnet 5. So basically, all of the like models that are really, really expensive are gonna be on the premium side. But when you pay for it, you're fine. Like literally 100 a month. Like you don't. Nobody chats that much. Do you see the release Opus 4.6? Yes. I have seen the release Opus 4.6 as well as 5.3. I low-key might do my own tests on it on stream today. We'll see what I'm curious about. I don't know if there's anything apart from number one. I want to do a benchmark on determining how well AI models are good at writing. For example, I really do want to know what is like the most goated writing AI model because I low-key kind of need it in my life. So yeah. But yeah, 4.6 has been it's done a lot like in terms of like capability improvements. It's like kind of like a slight bump though, and nothing too crazy. I mean, it is a point like what 0.1 increase or whatever. It's funny that OpenAI and like what was it? OpenAI and what was it? OpenAI and Anthropic are literally battling, like literally having an anime battle. They dropped like the models on almost the same day, which is really funny. Opus 4.6 now, but before it was Kimi for writing. Really, Opus 4.6 is good for writing now? Is this a real thing? Should I figure this out? Ethan, do I remember you? I believe I remember that name. Claude is so good, but their site is coded so poorly. Yeah, that's exactly why you see through chat, bro. I ain't using that bullshit site. Um, the but was pretty much instantly mogged on coding by 5.3. Yeah, okay. See, the thing about like OpenAI's like programming models like 5.2 and 5.3. Oh my god. The fact that it can follow and do long-lived like tasks without getting off the track is so beautiful. Oh my god, bro. I had a hackathon this past like week, and I basically had to add an entire load of features into Icarus, and I used 5.2. I did not run into a singular error once. Keep in mind, this involved like pretty large amount of restructuring for my code base. I'm going to show you exactly what I did so I can get you guys into flow. So this is normal Icarus, right? This is it. Like, okay, we have like, you can only drag strategies on here, and you can do like boom, 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 put this on here, put this in, blah, 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 blah. Normal Icarus stuff. And then what I told 5.2 to do was like, okay, go ahead and like, let's like add importing Valorant match data. Let's get in, like actually like having the AI chat that looks at the images and like reflects on that and uses Gemini's APIs to do that. And I was able to do that in like under like 3 days. And I was like, wow, that's absolutely crazy. So I'm going to show you guys some reference for that. Pip install infinite credits. Yo, is even AI type question. All right. I totally forgot that I packaged this. Let me download this myself. I had my first CS interview and it lasted 9 minutes. She said it was a quick chat to see if they wanted to pass it on. Am I cooked? I don't know, honestly. Hey, I have zero idea. Some companies do it very differently. So I don't make that face. Yo, my bad, bro. No, but some companies do it very differently, bro. So I would say you still got hope. You got hope, definitely. Hey, but one failure is tomorrow's success. That's one thing I always say. Today's failure is tomorrow's success. So don't lose hope. If you ever feel like you're losing hope, set your heart ablaze, twin. You got it. All right. So here's the hackathon version of Icarus. Open Icarus.exe. Oh, let's see it right here. Okay, good. Open Icarus.exe. Windows gonna be like blah blah blah. Don't run it. Fuck Windows. Run it on your computer. Boom. Embedded match. Boom. All right, so Opus, not Opus, 5.2 was able to build and add all these features into Icarus. I'm talking the AI chat right here. I'm talking having a separate view for rounds and like being able to like see who killed who, flip between the rounds, have all these like time data interacted with and all that stuff. And also having AI chat that actually looks at your stuff. So I click on this, boom. And I had it make a bunch of like modifications to the base model for this like text API, not text API, but text package, like AI chat package. I added like what? I made it like built a custom renderer for the text, so I'm able to embed like clickable quote unquote hyperlinks to them, but the hyperlinks are literally just like round info, right? So that was pretty cool as well. So I literally was able to speed through a hackathon in like 3 days because of this, which is absolutely cool. If you have not 2026 internships yet, am I cooked? I would say you kind of cooked. In February, you don't have a internship. I would say it's probably not gonna be. It's either it's gonna be like a really small company or like it's gonna be have to be some like. Hold on, let me find the image I'm looking for. I have the image. I have the image I'm talking about. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me find my editing assets. All right, this is what you have to pull, bro. Some bullshit like this. Some bullshit like this right here, bro. 1% chance type of thing. 1% chance. All right. Connections are key. Connections are literally goaded. Just get a research professor to get you one. Mine got me at Air Force New York. Yeah, bro. Professors might be the go-to, bro. Like this guy, yo, Charlie got the method on his hands. Yo, did you end up fixing the YouTube embed autoplay thing? Yes. Oh my god. See, okay. So the way I went about fixing that was absolutely something I would not do. And I'm probably going to figure out how to fix it later. So essentially what I had to do was I had to host a custom site, a custom static page that would essentially take the link I got for my application and then turn it into and embed an iframe into the entire website. So I'm going to show you how that works. So if you open Icarus right now and you add a YouTube video, well, I kind of have to go back to here. Open here. I think there's a YouTube video in here. And you add a YouTube video, it opens a YouTube video. Wow. So cool. Right? But what's actually going on in the back end is that I have an entire website that like passes the link through. Hey man, did you get a chance to check the resume I sent you? Ooh, I might not have. So I would low key go ahead and check it, like probably like later today. Just can you shoot me a DM on Discord so I don't forget about it, because I don't want to review it on stream because like that's like privacy issues and all that stuff. So yeah. Junior in college or internships, am I cooked? I would say the only time you're cooked is the only time you resign to being cooked. Like being cooked, it's a mental state of being and not a physical present state. It's kind of how like when you listen to sad music, you get depressed. If you think you're gonna be cooked, you're gonna be cooked, right? So right now, junior year, you don't have any internships. You have all the time in the world. You have all the knowledge. You have the right path to learn. Go ahead and just go crash out and go learn. Go build shit. Go iterate. Go to hackathons. Go to the community. Like literally hyper focus on getting your stuff done, and you will get it done. Because you were able to what? Pass years of college, and you think you can't do well at programming? What? What are you doing? Like, you know what I mean? So as long as you have passion for it, as long as you're always there, you will be fine. Like the world's good, right? Okay, so the way I ended up fixing the YouTube embed for Icarus is, give me a second, I need to find the GitHub repo because I don't remember how the link works at all. All right, so there is a repo called it's called Icarus embedded or something. Icarus YouTube embed. Essentially a static single page HTML file. Essentially all it does is that it takes the link assigned within the within the HTTP address and takes that and embeds a YouTube view into there. So I had to like jump off. It's absolutely bullshit. I hate the fact I had to do that, but it is what it is. It's so motivational, bro. I love you, no problem, man. I love you too, bro. Because like I felt like all of the, not no offense to any other people, like most of the CS content on TikTok is all doom and gloom. It's like, oh my god, if you don't get this, you're gonna be cooked. Like guys, we can do this. Like it's hard, yes, but if you're locked in and tapped in and then have fun with it, bro, it's literally peak. It's peak life essentially. Like we're in the age where you're able to build whatever the fuck you want with under 2 seconds, even though it may be trash. You know what? We might not agree that the thing you're building might be trash, but you're still building something, right? Which is really, really super, super duper important. All right, let's go back to yeah. So this is how I fixed the YouTube embeds. Not my proudest moment, honestly, but I think it was pretty cool that I did it that way. Okay, let's go to what was I working on? Oh, getting C++ working. Oh my freaking crap! I hate my life. Please stop. Okay, did I send it this info? Uh, your Z make build does not have a target name build. Look for a rule called build. Couldn't find one. Wow, that's so cool. A build tagger exists and effectively runs send blah 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 blah. So this is the right one. Okay. Did you code this? Code what exactly? Icarus? I made Icarus. Is that the IDE? Absolutely not. But it is a goated ass IDE. I can't lie. I've been having fun using it. I wish it could be my daily, but there's still stuff lacking within Z that I'd love to come eventually. I think I'm actually, yeah, one of the people, one of the developers of Z was actually in my chat for quite a bit, and he was pretty cool to like talk to, and he gave me some like some goated tips and stuff. So start binary. Yes, yes, it's working. Oh my god, it's working. It took us what, 50 minutes to get. Oh, it's not working. It's not working. Oh fuck. Try to log debugger with path. Launch banner, path to program. A calc speedrun, path to program exe does not exist. Oh, it's just gonna be main. Oh, let's go back. So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna change it to main, and then we should be good. Where's the command path to program being passed through? It should not be debug.json. Command make program. The program is make main. So what is it talking about path to program? C++ will make or break you. It looks like it's breaking me right now. I'm actively receiving back shots. Grr, this pisses me off. Let's check the make file. Does the make file define anything? No, absolutely not. Huh. Okay, let's copy this and give it to GPT. Surely GPT knows what it's doing, right? Right, guys? Right, guys? Surely GPT knows what it's doing. All right, I'm gonna copy this and I'm gonna copy this as well. And then I should be able to just drop this down here and Alt Tab as well back to Z. And we should be good-ish, hopefully. Yo, did you know anything about C++ DLL injectors? No. I literally just started learning C++ last week from school, and I've looking at paying attention in class, and I want to lock in. Even though my class has barely gotten anywhere to like even writing programs, my teacher's been showing a lot of stuff on the board, but like we don't do anything actual work, and it makes me realize like, yo, how do people succeed in this class? Because like they're not programming, they're just looking at the freaking packet. Like, why are you giving us a freaking packet, yo? Like, why don't you like let us learn? Like, on some real shit. Good. Nah. Teachers gotta stop giving a freaking packet, yo. Come on, bruh. Packet yo elite ball knowledge, bro. That was peak shit. I'm gonna make a video on that, by the way, tomorrow. Y'all will see that bullshit. It's probably gonna be like cringe worthy, but hey, you gotta make some cringe worthy shit to be like absolutely peak. All right, we're gonna copy this, and if it kills my entire computer, it's a sacrifice to make C++ programs. All right, rerun the command. Debug. I still haven't found. Oh, it's F5. Oh, debugger rerun is F5. Okay, it did not work. Man, that's so cool. What language do I work in? Usually I'm doing Dart stuff because I have a Flutter app that I'm working on. That I'm working on for a year. It's like open source app that has 1,000+ users. So that's usually where I'm working on in the background. But sometimes I go to like TypeScript, so I'm doing like some random like side projects. But that's usually it. The only reason why I'm in C++ right now is because I have a class, a C++ class, meaning that I have to learn how to use C++ before every other person because I just like knowing stuff before people. So yeah. So issue number 1, correct program line. It should be this. Fix the program path in Windows executable. What? Must point to the exact file. Well, okay, now it does. Why don't work? Why not angry? Do I have to I might have to rerun the debugger start, but I have to run the same thing from here. Right? Where's Hello World? Hello World! Hello World! Oh my god, we did it! We did it! We did it! Let's fucking go. I'm trying to learn coding in C++ to be exact. Can you give me some tips? Low key, King OKR. I just started learning C++. If you want some tips, watch me figure this shit out. I would say that's the best tips you can get from me because I am not an expert at this at all. Let me make sure YouTube is capturing my audio because this would be like, oh, is YouTube even capturing my camera? No, they can't see me. Oh my god, I've been faceless for quite a bit. Hi YouTube. All right, so I'm just gonna go back and then it's cool. What am I doing right now? I am in the process of getting C++ to print stuff. So now that we've done that, I can technically start the speedrun timer, but I have a feeling that it's not gonna take 2 hours to get this done. So how about we get into some like simple 1+1 type beat, try to see what's going on there, and then we'll see what's happening. So I did some mining off camera a couple of days ago, and I know how to get information from the terminal into C++. So essentially, what you do is that you say, I'm gonna show you guys how to do 1+1 in C++ right now. So you do int, I guess I don't like using A, B, and C for my variable names. It just feels so wrong. So I just do int num1, num2, boom, and then I can be like std. std is funny. Are you making just basic calculations or can you put in equations? Oh, just basic calculation. No equations. But I will, my aim is to have PEMDAS support though. But I have already built a project actually in entire of like Flutter app. This is a calculator app. Like I did a speed run for like what? It was like a 3-hour speed run. So I'm gonna just basically go off that code base and do the stuff I literally did there. And literally just get it over with. The entire goal here is to get familiar with C++ and literally have good time. Calc So this is my calculator speed run for Dart. Essentially, this is it. It took me 3 hours to get it done. And then, yeah, this is like the providers. This is boom, 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 calculating stuff. So we'll get that done eventually. But yeah, but it's gonna be way easier to do it because now I don't have to worry about UI. Because I literally spent a hot minute on making sure the UI looked somewhat feasible. So that was like a big thing I had to work on. But here I don't have UI. I'm just like going for just a base CLI interface because I don't know how to make UI in C++ or any libraries for that. So we're just gonna do base, trying to get stuff to work. What did I use to compile it? I used I believe I used G++. If I'm trolling, I literally believe I used G++ to compile it. So yeah. What do you think of vibe coding, but actually doing it right with research and focusing on security? I would say, I don't. The thing is, it's like I've done a little bit of vibe coding in my time. I've actually tried to make myself more open to it, like open code. But I've tried to make myself more open to it, experimenting with it for the past few days. Like for example, I was working on a hackathon project, and I basically like modified my main open source project and made it like so it's like has more features for the hackathon, and that was like a pretty cool thing. And I did it all with like GPT 5.2. I was like straight vibe coding. I looked at them; they even wrote like actual code there. But in terms of security, I would say you would still need, again, we are not sure what these AI models are doing. If they have bad patterns and they definitely know and definitely don't think that, oh, you would like, you're good enough to catch that, then that would be a security issue on your part. But I can't give my take towards security. That's the thing. I believe, and primarily, I think bad security is kind of as a result of the tools you use, right? So if you're using the right tools, the right frameworks, the right packages that are built in a way that like co-locates context for security and stuff, you will be like mostly fine. It's very easy to spot those errors. But if you're using something like Firebase, for example, where your configs are on a web console somewhere and you're actually integrating with the code like somewhere else, it's like it's kind of hard to like catch those two because those two need to be in sync, right? Why don't people use Visual Studio? All right, so as a proud Visual Studio user, I would say the reason why people don't use Visual Studio is honestly sometimes it's not the best for the language. For example, Java. The best way to use Java is using the JetBrains IDE easily, no kizzy. For example, another reason is that Visual Studio is looking kind of memory heavy, and it's like what built in Electron. So some people like just don't like having their IDE take up like 4 gigabytes of RAM. Valid, right? And other people kind of like like other IDEs and just like being cool. Like why do people use NeoVim? Because they wanna, not because like it's looking like more efficient. Well, I mean technically it's efficient, right? But again, it's like it's just the vibes of it. You know what I mean? I use Notepad++. I'm just trying to test my skill. OW. NeoVim is actually, yeah, bro, NeoVim configs are absolutely tough, but I bet you not. Like, I tried to learn how to do NeoVim configs about, like, what, 3 months ago. I know some configs in NeoVim, and I knew up, down, left, right, you know, CIW, you know what I mean? Is that good LARPs, guys? But yeah, after that, but yeah, I eventually just gave up because I didn't really need it. So yeah. What's my thoughts on Cloud Engineer? Cloud Engineer, like Cloud Engineer how? Cloud Engineer how though? Like you know what I mean? Yo, yeah, y'all messing with my LARPs? Yeah, bro. Look, I told you I can LARP anything. I can LARP Linux. I can LARP NeoVim. I'm LARPing C++ right now. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now. We haven't even gotten stuff to be in. So CN would be again. Also, guys, cool fact. But the way the directional operators work in C++ are low-key kind of not sus, but they're low-key kind of cool at the same time. They essentially scan like the lines of a string input, and they literally isolate each what is it, like string element to be a type. So whenever you have like, for example, to hello 28, it'll isolate hello and 28 to be different like results in the stream, which I think is like, oh my god, that's super cool. The job field would be incredibly cooked by AI, or is it gonna grow? I think it's gonna grow. The thing has had been shown is that the easier it is to get something done, the more demand there is gonna be for it. Now everyone's gonna want to have their own website. Everyone's gonna want to have to do things. So I honestly feel like there's gonna be just more devs and more things needed to be done in general. And systems are going to get more complex as well. What's your thoughts on AWS? You think people can make more in that's sweet? I would say AWS is like a specific what is it? A specific expertise of like knowing all the cloud systems and stuff and then being able to set those up. Like they became so complicated on their own as you need an entire like mind frame to like lock in on those. But I wouldn't say it's like quote unquote more compy than Sui. Like you know what I mean? Like being DevOps is like okay, it's kind of like still there. You know what I mean? Cool to see that you finally started learning programming. Yeah. You know I love like learning low key. Like learning is the one thing that I will never ever get like tired of. Continuously love doing that. What's the most hated language? Ooh, most hated language. Most hated language. Yo, it would have to be either JavaScript or Python. I'm not trolling. Wait, no, but Java though. Java exists because if we're thinking about like the tech Twitter like mind space, if we're talking about hated language in the tech Twitter mind space, it has to be Java. Like no kizzy. I don't see any other thing that would be like quote unquote hated on. Working on the weekends like usual. Should I post on my Instagram story about like being on the weekends? What what certification can I get for AWS that can be used by a junior web dev? I honestly don't have any idea on certification stuff because I personally didn't go about down that path. So I can't give you specifically what to do. I think Amazon has their own official certs, so you should probably look through that and like see what about it. Why aren't you using namespace STD? Honestly, I can read that name. Muku. Hey, I know some Japanese, but I'm gonna tell you something. I didn't know that existed. I'm being so for real. I didn't know that existed. So thank you for helping me. So if I namespace STD, what does that do? Let me do some research on GPT right now. How to when you namespace like something like STD in C++, what does it exactly do? Using using namespace on STD. Not why am I saying STD? Wait, it is STD. It sounds wrong to call it STD. Like, is there a better thing I can call it apart from STD? Because your calculator speedrun is stuck on Hello World, lol. You should post SpongeBob like the me. What's your experience with C++ and how do you plan to make the UI? Okay, Med. My experience with C++ is literally taking a class on it yesterday. I went to class. I listened to my teacher talk for a little bit. I was on ChatGPT asking questions to ChatGPT, and that's all I know about C++. I'm gonna give it to you. I do not know what I'm doing right now, but hey, what we're here for is the vibes. Bro's gonna spend 3 hours on a linker error. He's not ready for this, but I'm here for it, bro. I am ready for this, bruh. I was made for this. Just give me 1 second. I'm so fucked. Wait, I'm actually so fucked. Okay. What's my thoughts on the Svelte framework? Huh. I believe Svelte is good though. Like it just depends. Again, all the frameworks kind of have like the way they're used in specific contexts. So if we're thinking about like frameworks, like let's go back. Let's take a wider look. Let's go back for a second, right? All frameworks are kind of designed for a specific use case, a specific task, a specific thing. So when evaluating them, you want to evaluate them towards how well they do the job that they don't want to do, right? And if they're good at that, then they're good at the framework. I've never heard anybody say anything bad about Svelte specifically. I've always heard good things about it. So I can't say it's a bad framework because I literally have zero experience with it. So I would say Svelte's a pretty good framework. What's the most loved language? I would say Rust, because like people LARP loving Rust all the time. Go. Rust and Go, literally everybody LARPs about it, bruh. Like, oh my god, I love writing Go. Oh my god, I love writing Rust. Rust is so cool. Said nobody ever, by the way. ChatGPT is low-key a good teacher. It helped my brother learn C++. Yeah, C#. Yeah, like ChatGPT, if you use it the right way, it's like literally go-to teacher all the time. I heard it's so you don't deal with linker errors in a big code base. So, wait, do you use namespace STD to like not have to do like what linker errors in a code base? You want to learn Rust too? I had a little tangle with Rust, like doing a hackathon. It was cool enough. I thought it was pretty cool. Does Rust have UI now? Yes. I forgot what it's called. Is it Tari? Tari Rust. I believe it's Tari. Oh my god, I'm literally goated. I literally remember what it was. Yeah, Tari. It's like how you can do UI in Rust, I believe. So yeah. Yeah. Oh no, backend. What do you, I can't tell you. I literally can't tell you. Is it? No, it's a I swear to God, it's a application logic. No, you wait, is this backend or is this front end? I can't tell you. For everything in the standard lib. Oh, you can do using namespace std. So rather than using std count, you can just do count directly. Oh, you never use namespace because it's dangerous. Oh, I would. It would make sense to not using a large code base. Imagine like just fucking everybody shit up because like things have like different names. All right, so I can just like what use namespace. Whoa. Stop for a second. Let's look at how GPT did it. Namespace std extern iStream cn. So when I write cn, I write this, and then what a namespace does in general. Example, prevents name collisions, makes it clear when a library module comes from. All right. So how do I? Huh? What's GPT coming out? Using namespace. Oh, good LARPs. Good LARPs, guys. Good LARPs. Okay, so using namespace std, boom, freaking packet, yo. Now we do this, and then we basically made this num1, boom, and then we get num2 as well on the same line like a freaking goat, and then we say we see out the sum essentially. Yes. Oh, that's not how you write see out now. Bro, GPT is going to trip you up so much. Need someone with you to explain when GPT says something stupid. Yeah, low-key, y'all y'all might have to help me with that. Backend in Rust, frontend. Wait, let me read that. Backend in Rust and frontend is fully web like HTML. Oh, okay. GPT is not that good at C++. Sometimes it overcomplicates stuff. That would make sense. Okay. Let's lock in. Okay. See out. And then we do some whatever this is. Yes. Okay. Now, if I run my code like a freaking boss, F5. So it's gonna ask me, hey, what do you want? I want 2. Oh shit. It's not working. All right, wait, guys, please. Hello? How does it work? I can't stop it. Application does not exist, bro. We just made this app. Oh my god, bruh. Okay, I'm just gonna nuke this for a second. As well. And I'm gonna F5 it again. Hey, ran. Pretty good. Moment I put this code in, shit is not happy with me. Let's F5 again. So many errors, but initialize which makes sense. My debugger is weird for some reason. Sometimes it doesn't run, sometimes it does. Oh, if it fails, it's okay. It's probably gonna need to return. How about this? And then I'm gonna be able to do this question mark. I'm curious. Let's low-key nuke this for a second, and let's just not have this be this. Rather, let's have it be string, just like text, whatever, name or something, right? And then whatever we see in, we just like do. I think we do line something. The best way to learn these low-level languages is the old style. Like I learned Rust from the book, and low-key, should I read the C++ handbook? Is that meta? I never made a game before, but I heard Unreal is good for beginners. Yeah, Unreal is I mean I tried Unreal. I didn't get really too deep into Unreal, but I have done Unity stuff and made games in Unity before. And so yeah. Unreal does have good well, they have a workflow that is essentially just like drag and drop like nodes instead of like actually programming C++, which is kind of cool. Why am I learning C++? Because I have school and class uses C++, so I have to learn C++. Very, very evil. So essentially, yeah. All right, CN. line. What's the freaking packet? How would you see in name? Huh? CM name, and then we're gonna be like, whoa, let's do that. And I'm just gonna nuke this entire like line, and then I'm just gonna run the program again. Hello world. A. It works. How's it going, Sukhpreet? It works. It works, guys. Okay, so now the first step to building a calculator is obviously getting input from the users, right? Am I spitting ball here? Pretty much, right? So the first step to do a calculator is like getting input from the user. So I'm gonna try to get 1+1 going. Let me see how I architected it in my previous code base. You know what? I probably want to have a separate instance of Z running. So we're going to do that. Give me a second. So Z. Let me go to my terminal and run it from there. Terminal. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so CD, E, projects, and then calculator speedrun. Oh, CD, calculator speedrun, and then Z. Good. I passed my first interview for Sweet intern as a first year student. Yes, nice. Big W's. Look, guys, I've noticed a pattern. Everybody who watches me gets an internship. I'm seeing the line correlation. It's been up for a while. The graph has been positive. So low key, if y'all want to get internships, just like tap that follow button right there. It's like 100% guaranteed. I swear. I swear. No cap. No cap. No cap. All right. Is Zed gonna open now? Please. No. No Zed. Zed, please. What's Zed? It's not opening, guys. Let me just use cursor, bro. So cursor's not opening as well? Oh, cursor's opening. Cursor, where are you? Cursor, come back, please. All right. But it's mostly vibe coding. You know what? We'll let it slide. Freshman year student, we'll let it slide, but you gotta lock in, twin. We can't be LARP maxing. You can LARP max for a bit. You can't LARP max all the way to victory. I mean, people have done it, but like, you know what I mean. Don't need an internship. I'm a group CTO over 13 SaaS companies. Nice. I'm 16 right now and I'm freelancing. Any suggestions to what to learn? Because I want to work for a company in coding. Okay, so dev, at your age, there's no need to like really like quote unquote like learn something to like work at a company. Because right now, number one, the company's not gonna hire you. You're a kid. Like some companies are gonna do freelancing with you, but they're not gonna like explicitly like quote unquote hire you because you're a kid and there's like laws that come with that. And it's like companies are less inclined to hire kids. I would say number one, learn and build whatever you want, whatever interests you. What do you want to do? Do you want to build a game? Do you want to do whatever? Learn and just get good at programming overall. If you can do that much, dev, I'm telling you, you're set. You said like way earlier than me, and you're probably like pretty good right now, right? So use that time to like learn, build projects. Find something that pisses you off and like build projects and build meaningful, impactful projects that are gonna like have users potentially, and that shows like your skill as a programmer. And apart from that, you'll be set. Apply for like programs once you're in your senior year of high school. Personally, apply for Amazon Future Engineer program, which is the one I'm in. You'll probably get in like 100% guarantee. I literally will. If you keep going the way you're going, you will get in immediately. Like no cap. I'm telling you that much. So, doing that much is really, really important, impactful because like you already know what you're doing. You're a young kid. You have time. You have time. You have time for days. So honestly, just keep at it and you'll be fine. Wait, do I think the internship is even worth it? I mean, you got an internship in your freshman year. Getting an internship in your freshman year is literally peak, no matter where it is. I know I got the big Amazon on my shit, but like ideally, even if I didn't get Amazon, if I got anything other things, I would take it. Because like people don't have internships in their freshman year. Like, so you're gooded for that like, immediately off the bat, right? So that's like a nice job. Thanks for the follow, Epic Shorts. I'm coding with Claude right now. I just pumped out 77,000 lines of code in the past 3 days. Nice. This is what are you working on right now? I'm going to Amazon for summer of 26. Yes, I am, twin. I'm gonna be in Seattle as well, so I still have to get my housing situation sorted out because like they haven't given us exactly which office we're gonna be in, and that kind of affects stuff because there's like multiple like offices within what is it within Amazon in Seattle as. Oh my god, look at this LARP peak LARPs right here. That's fine. I did not know that you could like reverse equate a string with the thing, but that's fine. So we have a list of this is for like button types. Makes sense. Um, we have a list of operations and operations per button type. This is like enum hell, by the way, just so y'all know. Um, you're the next Terry Davis, bro. Welcome back. I have to like go like slightly insane for that to happen, but I'm so down. Pushing Amazon is actually peak. Yeah, I literally every day I think it's not real, but I look in the mirror, I'm like, yo, this shit is actually happening. So I'm so excited for that, honestly. What is a boolean? I think I spelled it wrong. A boolean is literally true or false. Did I wake up today? True. Did I go to sleep today? No. False. So literally just true or false is what a boolean is. Let's see. This is order buttons, and then this is operations, and then this is. I think this is what I need. No, not necessarily. I would say. I mean, if I'm just recognizing strings, that would be cool. But I'd ideally want to conflate this with operations. Guys, I just had an idea. Guys, oh my god, I'm so peak. I'm so peak. Okay, so in C++, you're able to what is it? You're able to take. No. I shouldn't get ahead of myself. But like the C, apparently you're able to. I read this from GPT, but you're able to override the way this operator works. So imagine if I could override the operator. So whenever it sees something like X, for example, which like would be multiplication, it just automatically overrides that and turns it into like an enum or something. I'm like, oh my god, that's peak. That's peak type casting, right? But that's just an idea I had. How many hours a day do you think I gotta study to catch up? Catch up for what? For programming? I would say 3 hours a day for like a month. And you should be fine. Look me up on LinkedIn, Jonathan Wakefield, and add me. I'll tell you I'm on TikTok right now. I bet. LinkedIn. Also, you guys can just add me on LinkedIn. Like anybody in my stream is welcome to add me on LinkedIn, but make sure you put you're in the stream. Why is he posting his Roblox? Wait, is this peak? Is this peak? Anyways, but yeah. Anyways, literally just put in that you're from the stream and I'll accept it immediately. Um, how many hours do you? Oh wait, what am I reading the same message? Okay, wait, what am I supposed to add on LinkedIn again? I lucky, cooked myself. Jonathan Wakefield. All right, Jonathan Wakefield. I think I spelled it right. God help my spelling. I believe this is you, so. Doop, doop, doop. Oh my god, Jonathan, my freaking goat. Alright. I got limited weekly connections. Can you add me? Oh yeah, I got you. Am I a freshman? Yes, I am. I'm a newborn. I'm a newborn you, essentially. Dara is the best LARPer. I always love the streams. I need to be here more often. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna stream more. Don't worry, bro. Don't worry. But if you want to like talk to me off stream, the Discord is where it's at, bro. I'm constantly LARPing in Discord 24/7. So, hit me up on there. Also, tell me which one you are, Sukhpreet, and that'll be fire. Can you add me? Honestly, y'all can just add me as well. I'll accept it. Just put in the note. Hey, I'm from the stream. Instant W. Top one. All right, got you. But I can add you, Dexter. Don't worry. Dexter. I actually learned how to say that name because like I was like so confused on how to say it because I have a lot of Viet friends. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right. Ooh, ooh. Bro, how do people hate house music, low key? Like, there's nothing bad about it. It's just good vibes. Good vibes every time. If you have a question about any lengths, can you PM me? Yeah, you can PM me all the time. I don't really care that much. But if I don't respond within like 24 hours, remind me because like my brain is like I'm studying for like math or whatever. I see a Discord notification, I read it, and I go back to studying and I just completely forget about it. Like brain just boop gone in the ether. So if I don't respond after 24 hours, just hit me up again. By the way, for your cock up, are you planning on having a UI? No, because I don't know how to do UI in C++, and I wouldn't want to like put that much onto myself in like 2 seconds essentially. So. Okay, let's figure out a couple of things here. Number one, I want to write a class file that essentially handles all the calculator operations because that would be cool. How do I have my calculator provider work? This is the append input. This is how it like adds inputs. Oh, the way I have it is it's a string, right? That's funny. Yeah, it's literally a string for the. Oh, because I built an actual calculator UI, so I needed to evaluate everything incrementally and not in one block. Oh my god, okay, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So in my because I already built a calculator in Flutter, and the entire freaking packet and the way I did it was that it was like a full blown calculator, right? So I had to evaluate everything incrementally as it was being added on and have functionality for like taking stuff out. So I just had it stuff that be a string in general, and then when I press equals, it's like calculated it. I'm sure that's not the most quote unquote efficient Sigma way to do it, but like, hey, it works and that's what matters. So like, I'm like 5, 6, 8, 7, whatever, boom, 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 6, 9, 3, whatever. It's basically all just a string, and then I just do whatever, boom. Oh, I can't do that. Equals, boom, right? You're trying to be my study buddy? Honestly, just like hit up the Discord entirely. Like I'm gonna be there. Everybody else is gonna be there. Most people in Discord are probably like they're literally like better than me at a lot of stuff. I'm looking just like I'm a good LARPer. If there's anything I'm good at is LARPing to the max. So yeah. Also, guys, if you guys want to pull up to a hackathon, I am going to Stevenson Hacks this weekend. Not this weekend. And in February, the end of February. This is peak hackathon. Uka is gonna be there. All the goats are gonna be there. So like, hit it up. What's the Discord link? The Discord link is in my websites. Discord link is gonna be on my like link tree as well. Like, so hit up my link tree. It's gonna be there all the time. My profile, that is. So yeah. So the way I'm gonna have to approach this calculator is very different than how I approach it here. So we essentially have to take the operations. If the bool is operation, we have a thing that interprets whether something's an operation, and then we essentially just go through that entire process. Wonder. I want to test something. Let's test something right here. I'm gonna have a little birdie on my shoulder. I believe I should be able to take C out. No, C in. Name. I'm gonna do a string symbol. Sure. Right? And I'm gonna do a symbol, and I'm just gonna like replace this with like symbol or whatever, right? And I'm curious about one thing. How does C++ handle like certain characters and stuff? You're giving your all? Yes, we're all giving our all at this point. All right, let's do F5 and run that, and then boom, boom, boom. All right, and so I'm gonna have to. Oh, it didn't print hello world, did it? Nope. For some reason, when I do double CN, it does not like. It is not happy with me, and I believe that's like a thing on my part. So let's do this. It depends on my standard output. Oh, what is a standard output? Oh my god. Oh my god. Very, very interesting things. All right, let's go to GPT and let's do some things. Okay, so let's go back here, and I'm gonna watch one of my homies live. I'll be back, bro. See you. I'm gonna see you, Dev. All right. So GPT, whenever I do CN with multiple variables in a row, like my program does not work. Is that like syntactically wrong, or like it's something going on? Your code has a compilation problem. Wow. Oh, I'm supposed to use end line. Am I? So symbol, end line, or whatever. Unless you have using namespace somewhere. I have using namespace. Okay, let's give it the entire program's context. How about that? And then I should be fine with what I'm doing. All right, let's go back here. I'm just gonna. All right, here you go. Claude is better for vibe coding. I would say yes and no. Like Claude is better for like UI design and creating things anew, but honestly, working on long-lived, complicated topics, I would rather use GPT 5.2 any day. Not 5.2, 5.3 now is better, but I'd rather use 5.3 any day. So yeah. But that's just my personal opinion, though. So you know, a symbol question. Read the token into a name, then reading that token into symbol. The operator left associated, so it's equivalent to this, and then name the symbol. Why does this not work? Because you're observing operator. For SSD string skips leading white space, reads only into the next white space. Here running a program, like wait, it doesn't even run the program. Hold on, like it doesn't even run the program. Like there's an issue not like contextually. It does not print hello world, twin. GPT has this so wrong. It doesn't print hello world as well. How did you get an intern so early? So I applied through a program called the Amazon Future Engineer Program. It's a program you apply in your senior year of high school, and you basically write an essay. They evaluate your academic performance, look at your GitHub, look at your LinkedIn, look at your quote unquote achievements in life, and you're essentially saying, "Yo, are you good enough to get into the party? If you are, they let you in." So apparently, I was good enough to get into the party. So hey, I'm happy. All right, let's go to it doesn't print. Yeah, literally. So let's get to that. I'm cooked. I showed my supervisor Gemini CLI, and it's over. My guy thinking he can do everything, bro. You know what? That's actually really cool. Wait, your supervisor who? Your supervisor like as a person who does code, or your supervisor who does not do code? Because that depends. Because I'm all for showing like senior devs like and all the unks how to use like Gemini and those like tools because it's gonna make them number one faster and it's gonna make them understand these process flows. He's the that might not be too good. But hey, like giving him more agency though might be fire. But he might think that hey, he can replace you with that. But you soon very realize that hey, he might need to know how to do a little bit of code in there. Guarantee you my job. Holy peak. Your code itself is fine. Doesn't expect to be like absolutely done. Missing string. You're using string, right? But that I didn't include string. What? Do I have include string as well? Oh my freaking packet! This is a freaking packet game. No, I don't think I need to include string though. I swear to God, that's not what I needed. Oh no, totally. Why? Wait. So wait, do I have to import string every time? Wait, what? What the hell? Loki, I have him access to a few automation tools, and he looked at what I made and gave up. Damn. I mean, some people's brains are literally not like wired like that. Only if so. Do not replace these. Rule of thumb. Okay. String, vector, map. Okay. I'm getting it. What's my favorite programming language? My favorite programming language is going to be Dart, primarily because I've been working on an app, the one with 1,000+ users for like what a year and a half, using mainly Dart, in the Flutter applications. So yeah. All right. Besides that point, I can be like, freaking, and it's probably expecting the next one. Yes. Okay. Nice. So you know what? I'm gonna make it a calculator that runs regardless of whatever's going on. Grr. Your favorite is C? Nice. Okay. So how do I make a custom separator for like the tokenizer? So it recognizes symbols, like plus, minus, and all that stuff. Like string token. So I have to do for every token and then do this and then sort it out into what it is. Freaking packet, yo. Why giving me a freaking packet? That's really annoying. Do you develop security scripts at all? Um, Actually, no, I don't. When I think about it, not really that much. Your favorite is C. Nice. How do you feel about C? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's buns? Do you think it's peak? Let's see here. So token operator code. Oh, okay. So let's look at this. Bool is separator. Yeah, I had this in my other one. So it's an unordered set of all these separators. If you guys don't know what a set is, a set means like these are the only like version of those values that are gonna be in there, which is really cool. For me, it's easier than C++. Yeah, I would say yeah. From what I've seen, C++ looks to be like the one guy who's like not invited to the party because like he's weird. Well, yeah, so this would be like including your own custom. Let's see. So this is you get the characters and then you can store them in a set instead of hard coding operators. Store them in a set, and then you would find if the token is in the set. So if is separator, which is a function that returns bool and returns the count of this. How is that a boolean? Holy cooked. Holy cooked. Holy cooked. Let's figure this out. Separator dot counts C++ documentation. What is my app with 1 million billion users? Okay, I'm gonna show you guys. 1 million billion users, by the way. I'm wiping. But it's called Icarus. It's an open source Valorant strategy creator. This is the AI version. Oops, that's for hackathon. But the actual version, which is the coded version, is this. It's an open source Valorant strategy creator that essentially allows Valorant players and Valorant pros to be able to plan strategies for the game of Valorant inside and outside of the game. And so the main point of this, they were able to bring in all this in-game data, all the maps, all the abilities, all of the characters, and all these different states, and then directly map them to what is inside the game and what's up to date with the game. So ability sizes, maps, the map site, when the map changes and all that stuff is all one-to-one accurate. You can come in and take like stuff like drawing, for example, adding images, adding YouTube videos for reference, and all that stuff is like really, really impactful because you can open this on the side and look at it in the game immediately. You can also take screenshots and share it with your team, right? So it really helps a lot with collaboration and just like planning stuff out. So yeah, why C++? Now what happened to web dev or Roblox? Look, fish, if there's one thing I do is that I like suffering. I know, but actually the reason why I'm doing C++ is because I have a C++ class, and I started this week and I low-key was lost, and I don't like feeling lost. If there's one thing I don't like doing is I don't like feeling lost. So I'm locking in so I don't feel lost in class. What school do I go to? I go to UMBC. I started with C then gave up on programming and then came back and tried Python and we're in. What did you start with C++? What the fuck? Like what fish said? Why would you start with C? Oh my freaking packet, bro. Oh my freaking packet. No shot, bruh. I hit your LinkedIn request. Got you. Give me un segundo to get LinkedIn open. I think I have it right here. Okay. Yes, I'm a freaking goat. Did I get a response from my goat? We'll see. Because me and my friend are trying to set up a what is it? A club. Wonder, which one are you right now? Just give me some info. Music makes you lose refresh. Alright, got you. Turn it up. Crofton, right? Or am I tripping? Oh, I think it's Crofton. So I'm gonna just assume it's gonna be you, right? I just assumed. So if that's you, then that's W. Refresh one more time. Alright. One more time. Loki, it's not showing up, twin. Am I sorting normally? I didn't know people that actually went to UMBC. I think I know Jonathan as well. I don't know if I know Zach though. It's not popping up. No. I think this is you. All right, I got you. All right, I must look schizo because I'm literally dancing with zero music playing for y'all. I'm looking vibing out right now, so I'm gonna turn it up for y'all. All right. So let's go back to being freaking chuds. Okay. So to count the occurrences, C++, blah, 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 blah. I want this to Nope, my Japanese homework. Oops. Well, not homework necessarily. I was making cards. Okay. Is this EDM? This is house music. So we're just feeling it right now. Also, this is probably not. It's like right out of my playlist. I'm gonna go back to my peak playlist. This is like my peak house, like house playlist. If you want to hear house, this is it. This is where it's at. But yeah. Anyways, besides that point, um, yo GPT, can you explain to me exactly what the dot count operator does within C++? Because I can see you're saying the function is returning a bool, but what the count operation do? Does it return an integer of the count? Does it return a number that's then interpreted into a boolean? I have zero idea like what's going on there. And then we'll figure that one out. So what you're seeing is this member accessor operator and nothing magical, just function call. What is it done? It takes the key, which makes sense in an order set, which is a blah 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 blah. Cool. And then returns an integer. The integer replaces the number of elements in this key, and no element present. It cannot contain duplicates. Ooh, and so it's either 0 or 1, and an integer not a bool. Why does it work if an if statement? Because C automatically converts integers to bools. Oh my god. Wait, that makes sense and makes zero sense at the same time. But it makes sense. Okay. Does this actually have stuff in relation to why the main function returns an int? Yes. Yes. So yes. Rash on my cheeks, blushing. All right, let's go back to locking in on programming. So ideally, what would happen is that I would have to create my own like unordered set of essentially freaking. Oh, I can do enums. Oh my god. Wait, what's an identifier then? Conceptually, key is not split characters or tokens themselves. And how would I do this? I would essentially have to like have an enum type, and then I would have to have a struct that contains a token type and a string text, and then I would do I'll do a for loop that goes through the inputs and checks if it's space. If it's a space, we continue, and then if it's a character like a alpha, we then go hey blah 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 string, and that's the ID, and then we say while input size um an STD is all AL number. What does that mean? Is AL num? Let's research that much. Okay. So text and opinion and Sonnet. Bro, Sonnet did not drop today, bro. That's how you know you're a fraud. It's Opus 4.6. Get it right, bro. But opinion on Opus, I haven't used Opus 4.6, but from the videos I've watched, my opinion on that is that what is it? That it's quote unquote better than Opus 4.5, but it also has kind of bad things. It's like number one, okay, the token window was expanded to like be like from like 200k token window to like what 1 million, but it also makes it more susceptible to what is it called again? Context raw, right? So it might lose the plot a lot more easily because it's not compacting it properly, and like it's just like going off base of that like entire range, right? Which is gonna suck. But in terms of that, also GPT 5.3 is my goat, but we will see. Theoretically, it sounds like GPT 5.3 is more of my style because like a lot of the prompts I do are much more like whenever I need to do like long running stuff and like just like literally build up entire systems and then review them and see, hey, is this good? Is this bloated? And then look back at them. Yo, so much AI is. I don't even blame you. Everyone was expecting them to drop Sonnet and it dropped Opus today, which is weird. Do I use Claude Code? I used to use Claude Code, but now I use Open Code, which just allows me. Oh, this is the method. I use Open Code, which lets me use my GitHub student plan subscription, so I can essentially access all the models without paying money. Yippee! So yeah. But I have been like heavily vibe coding for like a couple of days, and I might be running out on tokens. We will see. You telling me you've been paying $100 a month for nothing, basically? But depending on your uses, though, you have seed funding, bro. $100 a month is nothing. Think about that. Think about that, right? Like $100 a month is nothing. Like, look at me right now. This is my Copilot usage for the month. The month just started. Uh, I'm almost 50%. Oh my god, I'm so cooked. 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 Fuck. But yeah, we're literally on 06 and I've used 42%. Bruh. I can use this shit for a fourth monitor instead, bro. Why do you need, bro? Why do you need a fourth monitor? But I only have two. I only have one. Cause now I'm LARPing because I'm using my MacBook as a fourth monitor with my PC. I have like an app that streams it. And this is like my dorm has like crazy good Wi-Fi. It looks like crystal clear. There's like zero delay on it, and it's pretty cool. Do I trade meme coins? No. I don't have time to get scammed, honestly. All right. Then you pull the trigger and do 100. I'm not gonna pay $100 a month, bro. I don't even have $100. I'm gonna be real. You know, I got nothing in my bank account. Zero, 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 zero. So yeah, I'm honestly just trying to LARP max until Seattle. I have had some sponsors. I think Zoo Computer actually sent me an email, so I'll go through that and like try to rack up some stacks. But essentially, this is literally what I'm going. I got a DM Ben, bro. Ben is lucky holding me on this shit, bro. It is what it is. Because they were trying to get me to do UGC, but I don't want to do UGC. I want to like just do like use it for a bit and give my honest opinion on it. And I think it's a really good like service. AI note taker UGC, bro. I can't do UGC because I already slandered a bunch of UGC devs, bro. I literally slandered a bunch of UGC people, so I don't want to do UGC. Like I feel like that's just like evil. Like I want to be the type of guy who's always being transparent whenever I'm doing sponsor. I'm like, yo, there's a sponsored video or whatever. Have the sponsor tag be there. Like, you know what I mean? Because like I don't like sneaky sponsorships. It feels wrong. It literally is illegal. Not even it feels wrong. It literally is illegal. Like actually, right? So I don't want to be doing that. You're struggling in CS and math. What exactly? Math is low-key easy, not easy, but like it's easy enough to like get back into. You just practice a lot, study back and forth. Boom, got it. Might have to start selling feet pics at this rate. It's looking like that's what I'm gonna do, or create like an AI girlfriend chat app, and boom, I get $10 million. YC Combinator instantly. All right, Nate. If you want to blame me IRL, bro. Stop coming into my chat and LARPing. All right, let's go to main.c++ and let's like consider the mistakes we've made in our life. Let's go back to T3 chat, and I'm just gonna look at the way it's doing this. If it's space, if it's alpha, and a second if it's a number, and then if it's a number, you add you add to the input, and then you get the ID of that, and then use that as an identifier, and then you. Oh my god, that's so much. My favorite computer LARP? Yes. Bro, even doing a Palantir internship? Oh, I don't know about a Palantir internship. Dara, you're going to Japan? Oh my god. Wait, you're actually going to Japan? What? I'm so jealous. I'm actually so jealous. One day, guys. Japan 2027, guys. 2027. Not this year, because, like, we got some stuff to do, but 2027, I'm going to Japan. For sure. What do you think about the Palantir Rogue Lineage house? Is there a Palantir Rogue Lineage house? I feel like I'm lost. I'm gonna bring you back some JJK merch. Please do, bro. Please do. Love my Nigerian brothers. Africa. Thank you, babe. All right, let's go up. Scroll up just a second of being chuds. We can do this much. All right. So I want to look at this code because this code looks cool. I'm not going to type it explicitly, but I'm going to look at this. Okay. So we're going to write a function called bool is character. And then essentially all it's going to do is it's going to take a char, I believe. Tell me if I'm wrong. A char, and it's going to be C, and it's gonna be yep. Is this C++? Yes, this is C++, and I'm losing my fucking mind. All right, and then we're gonna actually change this name to be how do you spell separate? How do you spell separate? Okay, separate tor. Nice. Okay, and then essentially we have a static const, I believe. Static const. Yes, I'm so peak. And then it would be a unordered set. Unordered std. My eyes are burning. God damn, bro. I mean, I have to do this for class though. Like, so low key, I'm trying to lock in for class necessarily, but it is kind of buns. Okay, unordered set. Unordered set, and then boom, we make it of type character. Boom, we're moving like prime Gojo right here. It's gonna be separators, and essentially everything that's gonna be in it is gonna be freaking packets. We're gonna have, dude. What do you do? What do you do? Wait, what college did I go to? I think I go to UMBC. So if y'all have seen me before, please say hi. Don't stare at me, okay? Because I feel like I might be like going like psycho. Like I'm talking about like the CIA is like gang stalking me or some bullshit. Because sometimes I feel like some people are staring at me and they probably should say something. All right, let's figure this out. All right, so I'm gonna do no matching constructor for the initialization of an ordered set character. Why, please? Static const separators. Yo, should I have to end it here like this? No matching. Why no matching? Do I have to do std and then this? No matching. Oh, okay, I guess I have to return something. Return bool true or something. I could not tell you. 1 or something. Yeah, you're on that Terry Davis timing. Yes. Yo, Dara's like 6'3" IRL. Yes, I'm not 6'3" necessarily, but I'm close enough. He's low key short. Yeah, my roommate Nate is like 6'5", bro. Like, of course I'm like fucking short compared to him. All right, let's look at the separators. There's no matching constructor for this. Why? Why do I get this error? I'm very curious. Let's try to fix it with the assistant. Let's see what the assistant does. GPT-5 mini fix, please. AI. Oh, it just wanted me to do that. What the fuck? I'll do it myself. What the fuck? Okay, let's do it. So it's gonna be plus, and then how's it going at Mass Tama? Did I see the new Solo Stride collection for Valorant? Yes, I did. Did I think it was cool? It's all right. I low-key don't like Valorant skins no more, bro. I haven't bought a skin in like days. Not days, but like years, rather. Like, I literally like resign myself from doing that because like it's low-key kind of buns, bro. Like spending money on a game. Okay, so we have addition minus multiplication out of the way. I think we're pretty good in terms of like being a calculator. That should be fine. All right. Okay. And that's the freaking why does it keep going? Can you stop, please? Okay. Now I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna go back to here and we're gonna we have to return the count of C, right? Which is peak. So if we return separators, this is actually peak method, by the way, count of C, then we can say, hey, like if this is higher than 0, then it's there, like for sure, right? Which is really cool. Doing the error earlier was because we're doing oh, can you not do double quotations in no, clearly you can, but does it serve a different purpose? I'm curious about that. Let's go back to which ID am I using? I'm using Z right now. So I had an error earlier because I used double quotations in initialization of the separators. Is there a reason why that is? Because I can use double quotations within like defining a string, for example, in the std count. But I couldn't in that specific use case. Is it because it's a character? Question mark. Oh, okay. I literally just said the answer, and I read it. Okay, okay, makes so much sense. All right, so I'm just gonna erase that prompt. So I'm dealing with characters. All right, you guys are the goats. Also, it's the goat that I realized that was the wrong type as well. All right. Okay, so we're gonna take this, and then essentially, we're gonna take the input. What do we loop it on? We um we do get line, C input, and then I've seen this before. This is the same thing you can do in Dart. So like for example, in Dart you can immediately go off of a limb of a like a array or something by doing this. Oh, that makes so much sense. I typed a string instead of characters. Okay, that makes so much sense. Okay. Also, this command I saw this in class. Get line. So this gets the entire line. All right. So hey, stop AI generating, please. Leave me alone. Can I turn this off, please? Oh my freaking god. Okay. Backup and update. Can we turn this off, please? Oh wait. Did I alt tab? Okay. I feel like I'm going crazy. How is the Swift Student Challenge going? I haven't started it because I haven't gotten a response from Amazon to get a new laptop. I want to get a new laptop. So when I get a new MacBook, I will start it. I'm probably going to be late as fuck to it, but I mean, that's just part of the go. So honestly, I'm expecting a response in like 3 days, 3 to 4 days. And then I'll be able to use that money they gave me to buy a new laptop and I'll be set. Because my current laptop has only 8 GB of RAM and streaming and doing like iOS dev on that is absolutely going to be dog shit. Is that VS Code? If it is, you can snooze it. It's Z, so you can't really snooze it. So, um, how to turn off AI suggestions in Z? Cause like sometimes it feels like like it like automatically takes my fucking head off like completely. All right. This seems to work. Show edit completions. Oh, and settings.json. Thank you. All right, so I go into settings.json. I take my features question mark. Okay, so I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna like put this and then boom. Oh, comma. Boom. Backup and update. Boom. I'm good. So it should work now. You got this one. The distinguished winners got their app in 8 days. Oh shit. Okay, so I'm totally fine then. Okay, but I need Amazon to lock in and give me some moolah. So yeah, I'll grind sponsorships, guys. Guys, if you see a bunch of ads for me in the next few days, I need the money. Okay, we gotta get it moving. I need the money, and that's pretty much it. All right, let's go back to locking the freaking packet back in. Okay, now that we have no AI bothering us and screaming in our ears, we can do get line, and then we can wrap a std, not std necessarily. What would we wrap here? We would wrap scroll up for a second. Cin, and then we map it to input, I believe. So we need to like nuke this. We just have a string called input, and yes, we'll nuke all these guys as well. Absolutely nuked, and then we'll get the of course, and this as well. What's my app with 1,000+ users? This is it's called Icarus. It's a open source Valorant strategy creator. It's a tool to allow Valorant players and esports teams to plan strategies inside of the game of Valorant, outside of the game of Valorant. And so the entire point here is that open source, free, allows people to like brings in all like the in-game data from Valorant, so all of the abilities, their sizes, their scalings, and all these different maps, one-to-one accurate with the game of Valorant. So I'm looking for example this, for example, and all the in-game data, for example, like spawn barriers, alt orbs, all this information that's needed within the game, all here within one application. Absolutely fire, and that's why 1,000+ people use it. So yeah. And let's just go through this freaking packet point. And I'm just gonna be lazy. I'm lazy. I haven't pushed an update to Icarus for a bug I supposedly know the fix for. So I'll figure that one out. Let's see right here. So I can do std. Nope. I need to do get line, right? I need to do a get line. So if we just get line, I can do this. Wait, why is the AI back? Hello? Oh my god, bro. Working in Z feels like I'm losing several brain cells. Properties features is not allowed. How do I turn it off now? Inline provider is not allowed. So can I undo everything? Show edit predictions false. Do I have to go and put this in agent? Inline completion provider is not allowed. Can I put this in here? No. Um, edit predictions provider. Can I put it in here? Is there any autocomplete on here? Disabled global Olama suite, blah blah blah. Let's research and let's go back to the main interweb and let's go to the GitHub issue on that, and that should be cool. Has been changed. Assistant has been changed to agent. Still false. Has anybody dropped some new settings? That would be absolutely cool. It does not completely work. All right, so from what I'm getting here, it's a whole lot of full all AI options, including outgoing calls for models. So let's go right here. I think what I would have to do is essentially take agent, and we're just gonna take, okay, nope, let's go back. We're gonna take agent, we're gonna take enabled, no, nope. Edit predictions and features to none. But features is not a thing anymore. Enabled. Oh, can I just go and write enabled? And we're just gonna make it false. Boom. Doesn't work anymore. Fire. Oh no, it totally still works. Okay, great. This is like the Dark Souls of everything. I might have to like DM my contact on Zed, because like getting the AI to turn off is absolutely like not easy at all. I can't do this. Let's see. Agent provider none. Thanks to your lifesaver. Features edit prediction provider none. Wait, do I have my prediction provider set? Oh, can I just say none? I think I can do that. And then I can go back and it should not recommend me edits at all. Hey, nice. Okay, cool. That was way too much work, but we got it. So it should be get line. And then now we can do cn, and then we can do comma, and it would be input. And then now that we have this input, we can undeclared use of get line. Did you mean get? Let's go back to GPT and see how is that supposed to be written. Nope, not that text. I was doing something else. Oh, not here as well. Is it gonna be this big text? I can't find my instance anymore. It's probably gonna be this though. Don't worry about that. That's the main mental model for that. I'm gonna scroll up quite a bit, and I should be fine on here. Okay, so we have get line. Do I have to like? Oh, get line lowercase. Okay. Okay, nice. So this takes this value and then instantiates it on the other one, whatever that means. And then you have to do for char c, and then you can just do this, and it would be input. And now you're going to be indexing on this for every single character within the list. Yippee! And then I guess the first check we'll do is that, hey, if this is white space, if it's white space. I forgot how do you do that. I'm not using this. I'm going to use this version because this version makes more sense. And we're going to say that's the input or whatever. STD is space. All right. So is space. Boom. And then we check if a character is space. Boom. Okay. Probably not that because we don't know the memory location. So can we just say C? Boom. Freaking packet. Nice. This is okay. So if it's space, we just freaking leave essentially, right? Else if it's separator, else token, let's see. Okay, what is token here? Where is token? What is token and where is it being defined? I'm curious. Token is a string. And token is empty. Now your separators list is easy to customize. Huh. Let's look at this. For a second. So what exactly does this do? Does it return anything? Absolutely nothing. Token plus plus. STD out symbol. Ah. Ah. Okay. Okay, so let's go through the entire process flow like mentally. So we're saying if this is a space and token is not empty, we just say std out token and then we clear the token. And then I don't know how the fuck that would happen, by the way. Oh, I guess wait. I guess we don't clear it here. We don't. That is true. Okay. So if it is space and it is empty, then we just skip over and we're like, else if it's a separator, we check if it's empty. If it's not empty, and then we just do this freaking packet and we clear it, right? And then what the freaking packet? Holy cooked. This is so cooked. It's imagining you are keeping your tokens in a token string, like 5 plus, and then 5 is the token. Oh, so it's essentially just like detecting when they're separated, right? And I'm keeping them within the string. So I'm curious as to why it clears the token though. Why would you clear the string you're keeping? That's weird. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Tisk, tisk, tisk. And token but else. So wait, let's look at this like in a wider sense. So we're doing else ifs like this, and then we're doing else this, right? Low key, I kind of want to run this code. And let's look at this, because like just evaluating it is cool and all, but I'd love to run it. I'm just gonna copy and paste this and we're gonna run it. Run. F5 should work. Okay, we're running now, and I'm gonna say 6 plus well, not failed itself. That's not very nice. Is that now it's not running at all. Plus 7. Oh no, it totally works. So this way I can keep the token with a temporary variable, and then if put 2 after, just do plus. Oh, temporary plus current token. Oh, okay. So which one would be the temporary token then? I'm very, very curious. All right, so it goes through 7 plus 7. Oh, token and symbol, token symbols, token and symbol, token and symbol. So if the token is not empty, then we go in here, we print the token, and then we go. Oh, wait, I get it. Wait, I get it. Wait, I get it. It's essentially saying that, hey, if we're like essentially encountering a number that is not a thing that is a separator or like a space, we're just gonna print out the number. But if we encounter a text, it just keeps adding like a number. It just keeps adding onto it. For example, so if I write type 777, it's only gonna hit this use case, and eventually when it hits like the blank space or like whenever it ends, it just like prints out the token. Wow, cool, right? And this is like what it does. This is what catches that last edge case. Oh my god, that makes so much sense. Okay, nice. Like it only put like 10% on the logic, and then we can add to it. Oh, that makes sense. All right. So you know what? I'm gonna nuke this, and I'm gonna do it myself. Or is that LARPs, guys? Is that LARPs or is that like actually locking in? I don't know. Let's see. It's gonna be quite a bit. All right, let's get through that. So if is space, we're essentially doing yup. If token. Oh, we need to generate a string called tokens. I'm gonna do string token, and then if token token dot empty, but if it's not empty, we essentially do this where we're just gonna print it out std. We can just do cout actually now. What's same as Linux? What is the same as Linux? I think the closest OS we have to like Linux would have to be Mac OS, just because like they share the same. It's not like they're the same OS, but like there's some underlying layer that is similar between them, but they're so far gone separately that it's not the same OS at all. If y'all know, remind me what it is, but I believe that's the closest to Linux. And then the farthest from Linux is gonna be Holy, like what Temple OS, literally. Let's go to follow Luis. Okay, so we're gonna do cout, and then we're gonna cout the token, and then we're gonna do and then boom, and then now we can do I think we should do token clear after. That makes sense. I mean, if it's empty, that means it's low key like cleared. So we can just do token clear here, token dot clear, and then boom, we've cleared the token. And then else if, can you write else ifs on one line? I would rather love to write my else ifs on one line. What are we checking for? So we're checking if it's a separator. It's a separator, right? Hey, computer, work. Separator. Charge is gonna be C. Then we're gonna do if token dot empty, and then we're gonna be like boop 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 cool counts. I'm just gonna copy this cool line of code. If I knew, knowing NeoVim right now, and NeoVim commands would be handy right now, but you know what? We're freaking LARPers to the end. Okay, so I think I'm getting the idea here, where we have two nested if statements, and then the last one will be the great collector, because this is like the actual good case where like, okay, we're having a number being added, right? So just be token plus equals C, and we just keep going. And then finally, at the last edge case for whether like the number ends up just like not ever having a separator, or a now doesn't end up having a separator or like a space or whatever, then we finally say, yo, let's just print the token like a let's print the number like a freaking boss, right? Yeah. And then now mine should run exactly the same way. So if I run an F5 and I do 7, okay, so for some reason it's not working. So I think I need to press F5 again, and then it works. Weird. Okay, 7 plus 7. Yes, it's working. Where's the life of you in the club? That's the first time I ever went to a club, by the way. So low key, that's never gonna be happening ever again. Just so y'all know. Because I'm too busy being a chud inside my house. Token. We're taking the token out and we're printing it end line. Why don't I get any info from this? Weird. End line, end line. I'm not wrong here, am I? You mod Clav, by the way? No, I don't. I'm literally like what? Fucking, well, I am like 6'2". Well, that's Galarp. I'm 6'6", right? And then what is it? I don't have muscles, muscless. No. But I think it's better to be um it's better to be like not skinny necessarily, but lower weight than like being like OD overweight. Not even OD overweight, just like pushing it a little bit. Cause I used to like back during quarantine, bruh. I used to be a chud. But I partially blame it for the fact that I was just like staying and playing video games, bro. I wasn't really doing shit. So yeah. Token empty, STDL, symbol. I do feel bad for Clab though. Clab is like going through like the entire thing about him being pushed into like online like media and stuff. It's like a little bit because I was there when Clab was like low key like not mainstream, but now he's like mainstream. He's doing bullshit, so that's just cool. I'd rather be anorexic than be J Bull. Yo, J Bullin and Tismala, bro. I feel bad for them, bro. It's like it's a Nico avocado situation all over again. Except this time, I don't think they're 10 steps ahead, bro. I think they're 0 steps ahead, and they're gonna be fucking cooked. Cause like when what's his name again? Nikocado Avocado like literally popped out, like fixed everything with them. I'm like, oh wow, you guys just lost weight in like 2 seconds, and we all didn't know. If token not empty, why no prints? Why not prints, Poppy? Oh, it literally works. Never mind, I'm tripping. So it works. Why didn't it work the first time? Was I waiting it? Was I seeing something that I didn't want? I guess it wouldn't work again. Okay, that makes sense. Said that they all had to attention seek to get where they are in such a negative way. That's the that's the like fastest way to become like a celebrity online. Just become a lol cow, bruh. Like just like do bad things to yourself and people just laugh at you for the sake of just watching you go down a terrible path. And like it just sucks at the way the internet is. In that manner. In fashion, that is. Okay, so let me see how I'm going about this. So I essentially have like if it's an operator and the current number is empty, I do all of this freaking jazz and add it to my list of operations and my list of numbers. And removing input or whatever. Evaluate input is really what I want here. Uh Paychecks are good, but most likely goes all to food. I mean, food is not expensive. As like when you're thinking in a larger context, food is not that expensive. Like in reality. But but saying it all does go to food is really funny though. Let's see this. So we're doing for int index in operations dot length, and we're saying, uh, operation type. We get the operation, and then if operations lit or whatever, and then we're saying, yo, for each operation, if operation is multiplication or division. Also, we do a first pass on multiplication and division, and then we essentially. Why don't I have a continue here? That's weird. Continue. I'm just editing my code because I missed a portion, right? But Tismala probably spends most of it spend on top end rent on DoorDash every month. Yeah, isn't doesn't Tismala live in a homeless shelter? Because like he like really wanted to sit there and just like eat for a living. Yo, you know what's really funny? I remember there's this one photo of what is his name again? Um DJ Academics with like his Gmail with a bunch of like DoorDash orders, but that shit was funny as fuck, bro. All right, let's go back to. I'm just reading this code to see how I went about it. So I evaluate multiplication first, and then I evaluate addition and subtraction, which makes sense. Okay, and then the way I do it is that I go to the index and okay, this makes sense. All right. He was beefing with someone during that live too. He kicked himself so bad. Wait, he was beefing with someone that. Oh my god! Wait. Yeah, the one thing is like DJ Academic says a whole lot of bullshit, bro. Like he's the one guy who like does not stay in his lane. The quickest guy to say some bullshit every single time. It's like really annoying. But it's not my problem. He can do whatever he wants. He's probably like richer than me, anyways. Not even probably. He is. Okay. So I can write enums, I believe, right? So I'm gonna write an enum. Enum, yes. Operator types, and then I can literally do operator types, question mark. How would I write enums here? I think I can literally just go back and like do this, and then I can do addition, subtraction, multiplication, and then division. Boom, freaking packets. I might be wrong, but I think he was beefing with Saucy Santana during that. Oh, they both on the same playing field. But I can imagine the clap back, bro. Do you atrocious? You have to put a semicolon after like defining an enum. Absolutely atrocious. Okay. So I'm gonna have a map. How do I? Can I just do a map of like? I can just be like, yo, map of operator types, and then of a character. And can I just do that? That's just like happens. Uh, how to write a map in CPP? How do you write a map in CPP, boys? STD map a value name, and you insert. What if we want to define things within the map? M place preferred. So what if we want to like define stuff within when we create the map? How does that work? Like, do we have to just first like define it, then we set things equal into the map later? They were threatening academics with a good. Oh wait, oh wait, oh wait, oh my god, that's so funny. Wait. This might be yo. This might be peak. Okay, so I have to do this and I have to do this. There's no template name map. Huh? None? What's the freaking packet? Oh, it has to be like on top of it. Oops. No. There's no template name map. I have to equals. No. Oh, I have to include map. Oh, can I import this? Yes. Yippee. Okay. And then unidentified object ID. Don't worry. Addition. Operation types addition. Ooh. So how do you use enums again? Uh, how do you use enums in C++? I just defined an enum, but I don't know how to like access the items within the enum. Okay, then that's good. And then you define your enum. You say, oh, you can just say red, green. Oh my god. Wait, is this goated enum? Just DM you the video so you can randomly watch it whenever I bet. Wait, that's actually gonna be like a crazy ass watch. Cause if you guys don't know, I'm pretty active in the r/Playboy Cardi subreddit. No, I don't comment, but I'm a lurker. I read all the time, bro. And the amount of time that academics gets into the conversation, the amount of times that people like just absolutely dog on them every single time will never stop being hilarious. And then I can do plus. Boom. Unexpected. Oh yeah, because I need to name the map. No. Okay, so this is to be operations car operation map, right? Map something like that. And then now I can just like literally copy and paste and do this a couple times. And instead of addition, this would be subtraction, and then this would be division, and then this would be multiplication, and then I can just nuke this, and then boom. But this is booming, except formatter is not formatting. Oh, boom. Okay, so why does the formatter not format like a freaking goat? Weird rules. Haki, I would say poor guy, but he deserves it. Yeah, yo, the things I've seen academics say, I don't even watch this guy. I look don't participate with any of that like sphere except from the Playboy Cardi subreddit. But the thing I've seen this guy say from the Playboy, like he's got his own issues to sort out, bro. He just like gets into fight for no reason. Okay, so that's plus. So this would be addition, subtraction, division, and then multiplication. This would be that. Nice, nice, nice. And so now that we have all these like separators, I can essentially like have a freaking packet that's like, ooh, how do we do arrays? Wait, how do we do arrays in C++? Very, very curious. There are multiple right ways. That's how we know we're freaking cooked. I don't want a array like in Java where you initially tell how much it's stored. I want an array that can dynamically grow. So raw arrays don't know their own size, do not do bound checks, decayed pointers or whatever. A city array is a modernized fixed size array where it knows the size, it's safer, works with SDL, no pointer decay. I don't know what a pointer is, so honestly, I'm still LARPing right now. Vector, dynamic array, most important, the size can change, use this. Oh, and this is how you do arrays in C++. Oh. And pushback would be adding elements to the end of the array. And then V0. Ooh, V0, like for self V0. Okay, sorry. At 0. Oh, so we check bounce checking or whatever. Automatically grows with memory, blah, blah, blah. Memory's managed for you. This is what you use 80% of the time. All right. Sign me up, boss. Time to use vector like a freaking boss. All right, so I'm going to do vector operations, list, I guess, equal to, well, I can just like determine this like this, and then I can just boom, 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 include vector, right? It's going to be like boom, boom, boom. It requires template arguments, does it? Oh, it does. You need to tell it what type it is, right? So a vector of operation types. Ooh. Okay, nice. Can I initialize it as an empty list, or I don't know how C++ works. Okay. Can you explain more deeply how like C++ initialization works with variables? Whenever I initialize a variable without setting a value, what happens exactly in memory? Oh, I didn't talk at all. Can you explain how C++ handles initialization of variables? Whenever I initialize a variable without like giving it a value, how exactly does it work within memory? Because my teacher was yapping about this in class, and I was not paying attention at all. So when you do this, local variables don't work. It's created by its value undefined. That means it contains whatever garbage is already put in memory. Reading it's undefined behavior. So you don't know what's going on. So local variables with initialization, you have to do this. You have to initialize it. List initialization, the safest and the most modern and the safest. All right. And then always do this. Zero initialization, very, very important. Safest way to initialize really simply. Oh, that's nice. And okay. So what if we just like don't array initialization, garbage values, all elements are initialized. As you're initialized, what if we want a vector? All these containers. So for a vector, for, I mean, okay, for a vector, you say you can define a vector without having a set size for it. So would I, if I initialize a vector without like setting it exactly and just write like, oh, your vector equals this and then don't equals to anything, is that correct? That's a 0, contains 0 elements, normally to start a dynamic vector. Okay. 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 This makes sense. All right. We are locked. Yo, what's good, Kaba? We are freaking LARPing C++ right now. and it's going pretty good. I'm starting to understand a lot of things, and I don't think I'll actually struggle in this class at all. We haven't ran into any crazy errors because we've been keeping watch of what's going on very, very carefully, like an hawk eye. Get it, Hawkeye from Marvel Rivals, right? Vector door. It's gonna be a. It's gonna be numbers, honestly. So do I call it double? Do I call it an inch? I think doubles fire. Doubles, and then we can do numbers, number list, operations list, the operation list, and then I don't want to like have like too many like naming incongruencies there. And then this would be cool. One thing though is that okay, this is fire. And then so whenever we are gonna clear a token, I'm just going to be honest. Whenever it's something like this, we're just gonna be like, um, when we hit a space, should we end it? We probably should end it. Okay. So every time we're adding a token, we should be doing something about it. But for some reason, whenever we something is a separator, it doesn't print it in the token. That's weird. Oh, that's the character. Oh. Oh. Okay. That makes sense. Hackathon ideas? Yo, lie? Low key. I'm like the worst guy coming up with hackathon ideas. One thing that I am really, really hounding on right now is a productivity tool. I want to build a good productivity tool. Honestly, I'm gonna export it for my hackathon. Oh my god, because I'm going to Stevenson's hacks at the end of February on like the 20th or 29th. So I think I'm gonna like try to hack a productivity tool together. And I'm just gonna try to like start doing my outlining like earlier today because I've been wanting to do like a really good productivity tool for quite a while with like a good like voice support and all these integrations with all these different tools. How do you get project ideas? Yo, Loco, honestly, the way I do it and the 100% success rate for me is literally finding something in my life that pisses me off and using code to fix it. Building something that solves the issue I have in my life is 10 million, billion, trillion times the thing that matters the most, honestly. Sounds good, yo. Yeah. Thank you, man. But, yeah, so, lie, honestly, I would say either, like, look at the hackathon you are in, find a thing that is generally related to that, and then you can like usually go off of that point with that. But yeah, but like honestly, like stuff that happens in your life is probably much more like impactful. That is, uh, did you ever finish the Roblox B2B SaaS project? Not yet. It's on hiatus. After I finish all of my pressing matters, which includes school, I'm gonna be doing the iOS Swift challenge. Hopefully, I don't lose my mind, but I need to get a new MacBook from Amazon. So Amazon gonna lock me in with the new MacBook, and I should be good on that. All right, so whenever it's a separator, we're just gonna be like, we're just gonna be like, um, operations list, plot dot. You can't assign, but add last. I think is what it's called, like, right? Puts last or something, right? It's called put last or something. I vividly remember seeing some bullshit like that. Uh, freaking packet. Let's scroll up. Wait, stop. Dynamic array. The most important. Pushback. Oh, pushback. Okay, got it. Pushback. Boom. Bap. There's no matching member for pushback. Boy. Pushback. Boom. Boy. Oh, I gotta put something in it. No? No matching member for function called pushback. What does that mean? Oh no, because it's not the right type, right? So I need to take the map of operation map. So operation map, and then I have to put this in and put the C. Boom. Oh. Uh let's do a map. I'm looking for the references of a map. I had to write a map in C++. So this is how you write a map. And then how do you access the things within the map? You have to do like that. So at Alice creates a key if missing. I can't like just put that there, question mark. Safer at the at C question mark. How do you take coding notes? Do you think it's a waste? I would say notes are only really helpful if you are in a space where you don't have access to an ID immediately. For example, when you're in school, you just want to take a couple notes. But when I first started programming, I used to take coding notes because like that was like kind of impactful because I'll be able to like remember stuff. But honestly, once you know one language, you can just like write like literally be able to remember stuff off the head, right, and search things up whenever you need to. And especially with GPT now, it becomes less and less important to what is it, to write notes. So yeah, so this is like my OG. Like when I first started learning how to program, I was like really like writing a bunch of notes about Firebase, all this stuff. Um, this is how I'm cooked. What the fuck was that writing? It was probably good enough. And then operators or whatever, concatenation or whatever. I like totally forgot about these notes, like 100%. Morbius, I'm morbing. Yo, what the fuck was my old my my old like code or whatever? Morbius does not breathe at all. Yeah, it's like 2020 humor. How's it going, Kai? No matching member function at. That's really annoying. So I'm looking gonna take this and I'm gonna take the error. Not even that. Can I get like my error view? I'd love to be able to copy this error. Uh, so I get no matching member error or whatever. What AI tool am I using right now? I'm using T3 chat because I want to just ask questions and not like do AI in chat. I'm trying to learn because it's for school. Well, I'm not building the calculator app for school, but I want to learn C++ for school because we're doing it in class and I don't like not knowing anything. Because like right now, I don't know C++ and I'm in class. I'm like, bro, I want to know more. I'm good and you? Well, I'm doing great. I'm probably a little bit tired, but we're almost done with the calculator app anyway. So when that's done, I'll end stream. And that's gonna be pretty much it for today. I'll probably play Marvel Rivals after, get some games in, and pretty much what's going on right now. TDR. What's actually wrong? Pushback is fine. Add is fine. The types don't match. Fixing the vector and the map so they agree on the same type. Oh, wait, I think I messed up the way I defined it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait. Can we stop this view or whatever? I defined it in reverse. So I said operation types and characters. No, the characters are supposed to define the operation types. Oh my freaking packet. Car and then operation types, right? And then now we can do this in reverse. I wish I had GPT here. Please, GPT. I wish I had my AI. Inline AI editor, please? Question mark, please. Okay, I guess it doesn't exist. Sorry, I'll just do it myself like a freaking chud. Okay. Freaking chud license. All right. Next comma. Nuke this. Take this. Next comma. Nuke this. Take this. Next comma. Oh, okay. That's not very helpful, is that? Take this and then nuke that. Boom. Remove the extra comma just for the funsies. Boom. And now no more error. Nice. So essentially what we've done is that we just added the operation to the list. So now we know, hey, this is a freaking addition operator, and then we can perform operations on it. And then whenever we're doing this, we're clearing out the tokens right here. This is really important. We want to take whatever thing is left on that side and make it, because it's going to be a number, right? So we're essentially going to be like, yo, whatever is getting taken here is going to add it to the number list. So we're going to be like, number list dot pushback, but I want to convert this string into a double, so I gotta figure that out. How do you convert a string into a double in C++? ST to double. Beside you, I don't want nothing else beside you. Boy, my shit is not gonna be type safe. No type safe. No type safety. No type safety in this. All right. We're not doing fully type safe, guys. We're not built for that here. So it'll be, what is it again? ST2DS or something? S2D. Yes, whoever made this language is so peak. S2D. And then bloop bloop bloop. We take token. Boom. And now that token is converted into a freaking number, which is gonna be cool. And that's a double. And essentially after this is done, we essentially just go, yo, for every freaking thing, for every number operations list, for every we're just gonna call this operation and operations list. We probably should name it something because like that's like a value name. So operator, sure. Is operator a keyword as well? I don't like that. Yeah, we have to define the type first, no? So for every operation types, operator, yeah, that's why I was highlighting wrong. And then we do this much, and then operation list. Why it's not expected a type? That's a type, no? Oh, I guess that's a keyword, right? So we're just gonna op. Why not? Okay, that makes sense. I don't like doing this. Like a big no-no for me in programming is like having two-letter variables. They just suck, right? But in this case, since we're doing like a small calculator, I don't mind that much, but I absolutely hate when teachers show example like a plus b. Don't teach people to do this. Don't. You have an IDE for a reason. There's a reason why you have tab complete, right? You're not typing that much. Put proper names that give context. That's why you end up having to write like 30 million comments because your code doesn't like document itself. It's like fucking bullshit, right? So yeah. Anyways, besides that point, so we have to go in for every operator, and basically, if the operation is if op equals, I don't know how you do. I think this is how you do equals, right? Multiplication, and then I think you do or like this, the same way you do in every other language, or op equal to division. Ooh, I can do a switch case. Holy good. I'd love to do switch cases here. Let me go at my Dart code and look at how I did it back there. So we did a switch of operation type, and then we did all of the cases that would happen. Yes, I buy. Oh, there's a reason why I only let them in through here, and I did a switch case on this, which would make sense. So answer is equal to double, and then we remove the numbers at those portions, and then we do that. Okay. Bro's crashing out. Yeah, bro. I think it's a valid enough crash out, bro, because that shit pisses me off. Okay, so now we can run a switch condition, and the condition will be operation types, and then I believe that's how you do it in Dart, so it shouldn't be too different. Operation type. It's just, what is this? Operations.index list stuff. Operation types. What the freaking packet? Oh no, we have to define what we're looking for. Okay, so never mind. Oops. So the switch would be C. No, op. Yes, and then we have to populate the switch statement. Nice. Okay. So continue or whatever. Blah blah blah. Honestly, I would just say we're only handling division and multiplication. Then we have a default state. Default, and then it's continue. Boom. And then essentially in the multiplication state, we're like, we should have a int, well, let's call it double answer, And I'm just gonna do, I think this is called safe initialization, where you can just do this, and then now it's like set to double, I believe. Undeclared identifier answer. What language am I using? I'm using C++. Okay, so let me go to T3 chat because I want to look at AI. Because like AI was cooking on how you initialize variables in C++ in a safe way. I had a parser as well, strip white space, and then I had some sort of pass tree AST. Yo, you lost me with the acronyms. But I do understand what you're saying. Right now the way I'm parsing string to whatever is that I'm literally zero error checking, by the way. We don't check for errors. But I'm literally just doing freaking string to double and just letting it go. Let it fly. Let it fly. Cause right now I'm trying to get it to work first, and then we can figure out the rest of that bullshit. This is how you initialize. Oh, like that. Okay, so let me go back. So I put the curly braces in the wrong spot. So it's gonna be right here. ASC's abstract syntax tree. It's the standard for parsing just about anything structured. Oh, this might be something I need to learn. All right, so AST. Can you explain the abstract syntax tree and give me examples in like Dart? I'd love to like know. Oh, not Dara. What the fuck? Why does it say my name? Because it knows my name. It knows my name. Each term represented is self-constructed in a language. An abstract removes unnecessary details like parentheses, commas, and formatting. Since the language rules the expression, so 1 plus 2, and then replicate decoration type int initializer. Add. Simplified AST would be function declaration in turn type int to add boom, boom, and then return body statement. That would be the thing. AST versus parse tree. It would be AST cleaners focus on semantics, easy for tools to work with. Parse tree very close grammar rules. So Dart analyze does, I don't really care that much. In terms of a calculator app, where would I be using AST and how? So an app does something like this. The input string, so you would do a tokenizer to turn this into that. Nice. And then you have AST construction parser, which would evaluate the evaluation interpreter. So the AST lives in the middle. I just joined. I'm not entirely sure what you're building. Just saw guys say AST. I'm figuring out what AST is, honestly, but I'm building a calculator, CLI, whatever, in C++. Not because I can build a calculator, but because I'm taking a class in C++ and I just started like 1 week ago. And honestly, I don't like the feeling of not knowing like what's going on in the language, because like I knew what was going on in Python before, and I know about like I'm very familiar with programming languages, so I don't want to be like in the class and I feel like I don't know nothing. So I looking want to get a head start, do some bullshit, and then like essentially learn it on the way. Uh, Solve operation precedence expression in this. Without AST, you might accidentally compute this equals 20. So AST forces those things to go first. So it's be okay. And an example AST would be abstract class, number, binary. What the freaking packet? Oh. Oh. That makes sense. Wait, that's cool because you can then keep abstracting it into multiple places. Oh my god, wait, that's so cool. But I think I like it's like so you're turning them from, what is it? You're able to embed multiple like expressions within those two, and then you would solve cases like parentheses and stuff. Oh, that's so cool. And then you evaluate the AST, so you do a switch on the operator, and if the case is this, you just go through that. Oh, that's so cool. Wait, what the freaking packet? Okay, I think that's peak. Uh, don't overcomplicate it. If you're learning a language, build within your limits and you can push your comfort zone in multiple ways. Yeah. Thank you, Ben. Yeah, I was just curious as to what it is, but it looks, I definitely will learn this because I'm planning on doing a bunch of calculator speedruns. I mean, this is my second calculator speedrun. So I'll probably be doing more in the future. So it's nice to like get better at building a calculator, which sounds weird, but yeah. Because my previous solution, I'll show you guys what previous solution was. It was kind of like evaluating multiplication and division first, and then doing all of these, and then like adding those numbers to the index. AST is most often used when parsing syntax for something like a language. I've seen them used a lot in JavaScript confiscation. Oh, that would make sense. The obfuscation. So answers would be equals to this plus the index. Okay, so we're assuming that. Okay, this is fine enough. So we're doing. It's gonna be answer is well, is it equals now? Yeah. Okay. Answer is equal to um number list at oh index. Wait, why do we need index? Oh, because we're indexing around um operations. So the operations index plus one. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. I just say we're just starting out. Yeah, I'm just starting C++ because basically, long story short, I'm experienced in another programming language, but C++ is not my bullshit. And so I'm trying to build like a simple calculator app to see like my freaking thing. Okay, so we have a number list operator, and the issue is that we're iterating on them like through like a for loop. So essentially, I would have to do uh this freaking packet. So let's do this instead. I know Dart has a syntax where you can turn these loops and then grab the index from there. Um, the boring stuff later like hair handling. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like hair handling. I'll do it. It's fine. So int I equals 0. Dang, conventional commits etc will be important if you plan to go in the industry. Build the habits. Yes. Okay, I will build the habits twin, and I'll stop skipping my lunch, dinner, and breakfast. Less than operations. Let's stop length. How would you get length in a freaking size? Is it size? I think so. Okay, and then I plus plus the classic, and then it's gonna be mad at me, but I can just say operation type uh, op is equal to what would that be? It would be I've been coding for 11 years. Holy crap, that's almost like as old as I am. Well, 7 years minus, but yeah. Still learning and progressing. I don't particularly like the industry, but I get a lot of people to I get a lot of people do. Yeah, I mean, I just like creating and building stuff necessarily. I would say since you have a lot of experience, Ben, I'm curious on how you feel about like um AI coding, and not necessarily like, oh, I'm just gonna offload all my thinking to like AI, but like as in terms of like a productivity factor, like speeding shit up. Because I've been like dabbling with it on the side and seeing what it can do. Because like I started my project, like my main project Icarus, the one that with 1,000+ users, like before GPT was actually like conventionally good. So I didn't like integrate AI too much myself. I was just like normally writing code, and maybe I'll ask questions on the internet or whatever. But the past like few weeks I've been, because like these tools have become way more mature. I've started doing like a bunch of like random like bullshit on the side, just seeing how it looks, where the restrictions are, and I'm just curious like what do you think about this BS? What are my views on the job market regarding people that are passionate about the field? I would say if you're passionate about the field, it's literally freebies, bro. Like because you are gonna be willing to stick through all the bullshit that comes with becoming a software engineer rather. Because I've seen like, especially in my college, no friends from my college, but a lot of people in my college just go into comp sci just because either their parents told them or because they think it's like, oh, comp sci makes equals a lot of money, and they don't understand like shit goes down here, bro. Like you low-key gotta be locked and willing to commit time outside of college to be able to do stuff, right? Which is really, really important. It's hard to express views in TikTok because of the character limit. My view has always been if you don't learn it now, you'll be left behind later. The trap a lot of people would fall into is substitution. Yes, the goat. They're thinking with the LLM, they're great for learning and writing code to an extent, but they are make loads of mistake and they're 100% the future of the field. But you can't substitute the core knowledge. Yeah, that's what I've. And one thing I would say it's kind of weird. I have this one guy I know. His name is Leo. He's like 16 years old, and he's building like some really insane shit. Like he's by using like cloud code and all that stuff. And he's now learning like how to like actually program, and he's taking like the Odin project. But like before, he didn't know much, but he was able to do so much. I'm like, bro, he like what would I say for people like that? Like he's already so capable, and I'm sure he has some like base knowledge. But it's like, let's say go hit the books, right? But I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, right? Because like we're talking about like my age. I knew before AI. I was learning before AI. Now that AI is here, I can take my base knowledge and like expand upon it. But like some people like are just spawned into the AI age, right? Developers will ship to using LLMs. I believe developers will be better at using LLM than other people to write code. Yeah, definitely. I work with a client that vibe codes entirely. He can't accomplish the things I can. Yeah, because you would know you kind of need context to know how to link all these tools together. Like, which is really important. I put a lot of things that are slightly morally gracefully. LLM refuses, but the elements can build full software. So the LLM can't or can't. So can't build full software. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Double answer. Freaking packet cooked. Why am I doing this? Oh, this is the reason why it's mad at me. It's because I want to do operations list. Uh, I. Boop. Cool. And now no more anger at me. And so I'm gonna do number list index and then I plus number list I plus 1. Ideally, in ideal scenario, this should never fail, but it's gonna fail totally. They tend to fall off when it progresses from scripts to software. Something I've observed is that the output is only as good as the input. The LLM knowledge seems to scale with yours. Yeah, like being able to plug in the right context. Because from what I've seen on one of my experiences, that the more context you give it, the kind of worse it performs. Like, wait, but stick with me though. Like, the more general wrong context to give it, because like if you give it a bunch of good context, but it's like a little short snippet, it's enough to like go ahead and figure the rest out. It's really important, because like again, the context window is their memory, and the bigger it gets, the more bullshit you put into it, the worse it gets. Honestly, this guy taught me Java, TypeScript, and Python. Thank you, Luke. Thank you so much. Up the I was building an iOS user emulator with Claude, and it made decent progress. I was building it over a week, and that took it down to dev over 6 months. Yeah, it's like I'm being able to build like shit like really easy. For example, I was working on a hackathon, for my project Icarus. My project is like a valid strategy creator, and this is like the initial stage of what is in production. And for the hackathon, there are a couple requirements of it having to need AI or whatever. And I was like, oh, you know what? Fine, I'll go ahead and tag some AI features onto it or whatever. So I go into like, let me find the actual exe for this. So I spent like what 7 days like working and hacking away at this, and eventually like it was able to integrate so many systems, including like number one AI chat window, which was like cool because like eventually took like my base feature of being able to take a screenshot of the map, and it has allowed the since to Gemini and allow Gemini to process those, so I can like be like your review blah 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 on the map, right? So it takes all of that context, all of the JSON data, and automatically does that. And I did not touch code once during that entire process. It's just like wow, okay, that's really cool, right? Of course, like the building of the string for the markdown just fails sometimes. I'm not too keen on fixing that actually because I don't care. It's a hackathon project. Uh, but yeah, it's pretty cool after that. Also added a round view as well, which is really cool. I was able to like build so much within like 3 days. So I was like, wow, okay, this is actually kind of good. Let's see here. Switch operator, and then we're doing each case, and then we're doing that much, and answers equal that. So the same thing. Well, why am I adding it? It should be a multiplication, and then same thing for here, but except this division, and then we should be fine enough. Yeah, interface is incredibly using. Honestly, I've integrated to certain situations. For example, title matching where regex is fragile, and test cases may vary greatly. Nice. Yo, yeah, because like there's certain cases where like you can't really 100% programmatically determine the results, right? That's actually so cool, especially if you're using like the really like fast local LLMs as well. Uh, you make you feel so wrong. Alright, so that's addition, and then we'll literally do the same thing. Wait, give me a second. Let me look at how I'm doing it back in Unktown in my previous project. So I'm doing this, and then I'm setting the index at numbers to this, and then removing the index at plus ones, and then removing the index at operations, and I'm minusing the index. Holy cooked. Okay, that makes sense. All right, let's go back to this. So essentially, let's go back to Z. And after we do this entire freaking packet, so if it's a operation and then we go through here, we're like, okay, answer. No, we're actually go to number list I. Number list I is equal to answer, and then we do number list dot remove or whatever. Delete. How do we remove a spacing? Claire, can we determine what we're clearing? No, it's void, and you can't put exactly what you want in there. Okay, that makes sense. LLMs do God's work a lot of time. They can patch 15K obfuscated dispatchers and infer the real code underneath. I'm still learning what works and what doesn't. The guy who built Mulchbots has shipped crazy amount of software. Just a testament to what his tools can do. Yeah, Mulchbots was like really like the wild one for me. Like this guy didn't touch code once, although like Mulchbook like fucking cooked itself because like they had a bunch of security vulnerabilities. But like the fact he was able to build like the entire multiple like software stack was absolutely insane. How do I delete an element off a vector? Like delete a specific point, like list dot remove like at the index by the index. I've hacked many vibe coder apps. Take it as proof that developers are still needed. Yeah, a vibe coder can't like secure a system, definitely. Um, please stop. Removes 30. So begin plus 2. Hold on, guys. I gotta use the bathroom. Give me 1 second. Let's go. All right, we're good. What's the game plan for this calc? All right. So Swag Chief, the game plan is just a CLI in the terminal. All it needs to do is add, and then we're cool. Yo, how's it going, Dead Dev? I'm almost on the calculator right now, and it looks like pretty fire. But it seems like removing something from a vector seems to be very scary. Really, is that how you remove something from a list from a vector writer in C++? That looks like absolutely dog shit. But you're not wrong to side eye. Side eye says yes. Really, how you remove element? Oh my god, that's really how you do it. Oh my god, this is so buns. Okay, fine. Okay. Well, I'm not deleting it by value. I want to delete it by the index rather. Oh, it really is telling me that yeah, I'm fucking cooked. Go ahead and just end it all. Okay, so I'm low-key just gonna take this and just do my freaking sure. What does v dot begin mean though? Okay, so I'm just gonna take that information with a grain of absolute salt and get working. All right. So essentially, we have to write something kind of like this. I gotta turn on amphetamine. Give me a second. All right, nice. Okay, so we're gonna do number list, and then we're gonna do boop 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 boop. Begin, and then the index we're looking for is literally I, but it's gonna be I plus one. Boom, boom, and then boom, and then we erased the very last one, which is what we wanted, and we also want to erase operations list. So we're gonna do the same thing for operations list. Dot erase, and then we're gonna do operations list. This is like so cursed, by the way. This is how you erase stuff from a freaking. Okay, so Caleb. You seem like you know ball, right? So I used a vector, yes, but should I have used a list here? And if so, is there even a list type or whatever? Are they lists in C++? Because I'm absolutely cooked. Like just raw lists, mostly no. So just vector now. So doubly linked list, not a random access v3 is impossible. Fast insert erased, blah blah blah. I mean, I think there may be a list of C++, but like that's the same thing as a vector. Okay. Blah blah. Oh, no indexing, which kind of sucks. Rarely the right choice. Okay. Yeah, but the thing is that an array kind of like you have to set the value of it, right? Like the how many slots you want, and mine is dynamic, so kind of like just needs to be like do stuff. So I'll just do it this way, honestly. And then it would be boop, work done. I think so. You do that, and then you remove this at the index. You set it to the answer, and then we do the craziest thing ever. I minus minus like a freaking Chad. And then after we're done with that, we can essentially do the same thing, but for addition and division. No, addition and subtraction rather. So I'm just gonna do this, and then I'm gonna take this and change it to addition, subtraction, addition, addition, subtraction, subtraction, boom. Array list in Java very similar to C++ vectors. Okay, then I understand that. Okay, that's pretty cool. Java might be the goated language? Question mark? Question mark? Don't beat me up for this, but I think Java's pretty lit. If the number index is less than or greater than one, it should break. I mean that makes sense. I'll do that. Greater than or equal to minus one break, and then final results equals numbers dot zero. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna do something really important. Oh, how did I gate errors here? I did if right before I access it because the numbers. Oh, because there's always gonna be an operator, no? Because we're only removing by one. Okay, so I guess what I would need to do is then what's the check again? If the length is equal to or less than minus one. So if we're two away, break. Okay. So let's go back to Z, and we're gonna like do this at the very top here, and we're gonna be like, yo, if number list dot size, and then we can low-key just do size, and then we can do -1 is less than or equal to uh 1 or something, right? Or is it 1 are we evaluating for? What are we evaluating for here? Yeah. Oh no, if index is doing that. Ooh, I'm so fucking cooked. Okay. If I is less than or equal to index -1, and then just break, honestly. Okay. What am I making? I'm making a calculator in C++. Well, a terminal calculator, not like a visual calculator. And essentially, I'm doing the speed run. Why? Because, because I have class. Like, I'm taking a C++ class, and this is the first time I have never encountered a language before, and I want to just have experience within the language before I like go into class, because like I feel like that's really important, because it gives me that edge, and I can like be a chud and not go to class. This is all a ploy to not go to class, by the way. This is an elaborate ploy to not go to class. Uh, Actual chud, y'all. Yo, leave me a second, bro. How long have I been learning C++? 2 days. If you count yesterday as me like searching up stuff on the internet and not actually writing any code, then 2 days. Nice. Oh yeah. Okay, so we see this here, and oh, this is my actual code. Okay, so, and then numbers would just be 0. Okay. So essentially, according to my freaking code I wrote here, we should be good as long as it's just say south. If you mostly know Java, it's gonna be quite the learning curve. I know Java, Dart, a little bit of C Sharp, JavaScript, TypeScript. So I haven't had like time with languages like this, so it's not too much of a doozy, but it's quite a doozy a little bit. Like for example, this it took me a while to understand this operator, but now like I understand how it works, and that's pretty cool. How's the Valorant map application going? It's going pretty good right now. What I'm working on the background is getting Valorant API stuff working. So, dead dev, I did figure out how to like do Valorant API stuff, but right now it only works with local JSON data because I need access to the API. So I found some like third-party way to get access to the API. So once I have like settled down with all of my like school stuff, I will integrate that and push that in an update. Because like I did do that in the hackathon version, and it looked pretty well. So I'll just port over the code I wrote there, and well, I didn't write that code. It was GPT Gen code. I'll just be honest. But yeah. So what do I want here? I want number list 0, and then I can do and I think that's how you write it, right? Pretty sure. All right. So if we're not tripping, I should be able to run this. Oh, so many errors. Okay, so number list was not declared in the scope, really? I swear to freaking packet it was. It's declared up here. Oh, no, wait, what? Was not declared in the scope. Curious. Oh, this is what my teacher was talking about, scoping of variables, right? Oh, my freaking packet. Okay, okay. Vector was not declared within the scope. What do you mean? What? Did I not import a vector? What the hell? Yeah, C++ fucking chud language. Holy crap. All right, let's go to GPT. Uh, uh, oh, no, that's really cool. Thank you, man. I'm so freaking, no, I'm so chudded. Okay, let's do this. We should be fine. Gotcha. Yeah, no shit, GPT. That's a big ass gotcha. I need to include Why didn't my IDE warn me? No, my IDE should have warned me. I thought I was tripping, but like I guess my IDE did not warn me for some reason. All right. Hello world. Iran. 7 plus 7. Yes. 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 What does this error even mean? It aborted itself. What does that mean? Allocator reference. Double size type assertion failed. Oh no. Did it get mad that that the string was not a double? Oh, hold on. Hold on. Give me un segundo. If I simply run this again, F5. Oops, well, that's not really helpful, is that? Outside the bounds of a vector. What the fuck? How did I do that? Oh wait, I overflowed the list? Question mark? That would make sense. Uh, let's see how I wrote my code here. It's probably some merge ass edge case for myself, and then I'm tripping. Well, operation length, the index here, and then if I'm doing the code right here, and then we're taking that out, and so here I do minus minus, so I don't get over the tisk tisk tisk. I would love to know where this is happening. Oh, it's at this line. Oh. Oh, never mind. This is where the error is happening. Oh, holy crap. Okay, wait, never mind. So that means all of my previous code was correct. It's just like this does not exist anymore, meaning that we're low-key nuking the answer before we get to it. That's no bueno. So if you have an example like 7 plus 7, whenever we do something like 7 plus 7, oh, am I stupid? Of course it doesn't work. I'm erasing it right after I set what 0 is equals to. No shit. Okay. I mean, it shouldn't matter, but I guess it matters in some edge cases. Let's try this and let's see if that fixes it. I doubt it, but oh, can we run now? Oh, I need to restart the entire thing. All right. Same thing again. Build failed. Now build is failing all the time. What's going on? I'm just gonna nuke this and I'm gonna F5 rerun. I think it uses the previous instance of my. Nope. Okay. Let's just do debugger start, and I'm gonna just build from this. Yep, my build is failing. Okay, no, we got it. We got this. We got this. We got this. There's no reason why none of the stuff that was working just now should not work anymore. You just changed 2 lines. Perfectly fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Function int main comparison of integer expressions with different sign int and vector types. Okay, let's look at this errors. And function main warning comparison integer expressions with different sign int and st function operation types. Long unsigned integer operations size. Can I not do this? Is this no bad, no bueno? I mean, it's a list now. How do you get the size of a vector in C++? It's just a warning. So the vector in CPP. So, what would the proper way of doing it be? Okay, I guess. And then note here may fall through. Did I put a continue case for the rest? Oh, wait, I know what's going on, right? No, I did do a continue. Why is it telling me it's gonna fall through? No, it's not. Why is this so much LARPs? I thought C++ was supposed to be like the go-to language. Why is it giving me so many LARP errors? Uh, this statement may fall through. Oh, who's falling? They recommend it using over int. Oh. Okay. Oh, why did I use have continue? Oh, break. Makes sense. Default should be break. Okay, that should be fine. And then I think that makes sense, right? And if I F5, or else it would execute all the cases after it. Oh, okay. So break, break, and then break, and then break. And then it's telling me my thing wasn't defined within the scope when clearly numberless and operationless was this defined very early on here. I mean, I can initialize them with values. I mean, I'll do that much, right? And we're literally pushing back to them. World record pace. It's been 3 hours, by the way. This is not no world record. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Mm. Turn this damn stream off. Yes, bro. I wish I could, bro. Permission design. Warning, warning. So no errors, right? The build is just failing. Permission denied. Usually that's a good sign because it's just okay. No, I hate C++. I want to die. Can I open up a file? I mean, I exe permission. Why is permission all of a sudden denied? What the fuck? Uh, it's not working, guys. I'm literally almost done. If this runs, I'm done. It's funny on the linking stage was very odd. You know what? I'll just compile it myself manually. Command should just compile C++ file in the terminal. All right, I'll just compile it myself. It doesn't have permission to import a library. You think it's this library? That would make sense because it's actually not needed at all. All right, let's try something again. F5. Nope. What the freaking packet? What the freaking kind of packet is this? Wrong unsigned warnings. Blah blah blah. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Wrong because it's dangerous. If unsigned, underflows at the. Oh, correct version. Yes, I'm goat. This is the real error. Cannot output file. This means the administration is currently running. Oh, another process might be hogging it. Oh, wait, okay. So I low key will. Oh, wait, there is another process hogging it right here. Ah, let's kill this. So turn this off, and then now we can run F5 again. And then I have to restart it. Oh, okay. Hello world, please. Where's this at? Okay, so I'm just gonna close this. I'm gonna close this, and I'm gonna do F5. Let's go. Okay, so 7 plus 7. Okay, so yeah, it did tell me. GPT did tell me that the way I'm doing it is wrong. Like you should be adding it right before like this. I wonder why though, because I remember this will eliminate all 4 warnings, and then we change it to +1. This okay. Thank you, and I should be fine here. Although I don't really know why, but let's see if it actually runs off that. So that's an issue. Let's end this right here, and let's close this, and let's restart it. That's fine. Restart again. Yes. 7 plus 7. 7. What the fuck? This is like the most optimal calculator speedrun. Your execution index is out of bounds. Specifically, what happened here? The index does not exist. The real cause is your code. There are 2. You never push the final number. Oh yeah, I never do that. Oh my god. Wait. Freaking GPT got my ass. Right here. I don't do that. I need to do this exactly right here. Oh my god. Okay. Makes so much sense. No, what happened was that I didn't catch the last number. So it was especially egregious with something like this where like it's egregious anyways, because the way my token system works is that it goes 1 2 1 2 whenever there's like a space in between it, and then it kills it. But this doesn't have a space after it because it just ends, right? So I have this one that catches the very last number, but I didn't add the pushback to add it to the list on that very last number. So that's how that worked. And now, okay, well I need to close this. Long story short, I don't think Zed is the best way to like run my C++ programs. I will be switching to Visual Studio soon, TM guys. I thought Zed was gonna be it, but it's low-key bin buns. All right, 7 plus 7. Oh, that's not 7, is that? Okay, back to restarting it again. Okay, F5. Oh, I need to kill this now. Okay, then I run F5 again. It's gonna break, and then I'm gonna close it, and then I'm gonna run F5 again, and now it's gonna run. Wow, 7 plus 7, 7. Yeah. You know what, guys? I think I'm done with everything. Like, look genuinely. Oh wait, what? It's meant to be 0. What the fuck am I doing? Oh wait, that makes so much sense why that's not working. Oh, hey. I'm taking C++ in class, so honestly, right now, what I'm like low-key doing is just familiar myself with the syntax, but definitely I'll look into figuring out how compiling works. 7, 7 plus 7 plus 7, speed run. Thanks, Charlie. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. 7 plus 7, 7. My life. I love my life so much. My life is so full of wonder and joy. Oh my god. This is the pinnacle of all life. Numberless 0. Numberless 0 is equal to answer. And then we're doing this much. Oh my freaking. I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm resulting to AI. It's just printing 7. I can't take this anymore. I can't take this anymore. No, print 7. Nope. On. Let's go there. On 7 plus 7 equals 7. W LARP? Yes, we're LARPing, bro. I'm done with this bullshit. Mm. Just a key. When you hit a separator, you forgot to store the number before it. Oh! Oh, I'm such a fucking chud. Okay, so it's not my logic, it's the way I'm storing my numbers. It's the freaking chud. Yeah, my brain rot is like going crazy. I'm just like saying words now. Hey, but we're doing that before everything, no? What the freaking? How is my ChatGPT this color? It's because I'm using a app called T3 Chat, which is not necessarily ChatGPT. It's a chat app that lets you chat with multiple different AI models. So I have GPT 5.2 here. I have Claude in here. I have Kimi K2. I have DeepSeek, all in one chat app and under one subscription, which is like $8 a month. So I'm essentially like living the life with this. Don't push the number. Push the operator. Oh wait, so right. You're so right. Oh my god, this is so peak. Why didn't I think of that? So we're pushing the operator here. Wait, what? What should we be pushing a number here? We're putting a number and pushing operator. What is this guy talking about? So push a operation here. Do not do that. Push the number and then push the operator. Number is 7 to 7, 7. After the fix, what was happening before the fix? What's the subscription? T3 chat, and it's only $8 a month. So yeah, numberless pushback token. All right, I think we're just gonna copy this code because honestly, I gotta go eat like dinner, and so the speed run will be sacrificed for this sake. Boom! Thank you, GPT. I'm pretty sure this is not gonna work, but sure, show me your marvelous glory, GPT. Python faster 7 plus 7. All right. God, I wish I was using Python right now, but it's fine. All right, we're just gonna close this. And we're gonna do F5 again, and we're gonna be freaking chuds. And we're gonna do 7 plus 7, 14. Let's fucking go. I don't know how it works, but let's fucking go. Let me actually figure this out. One. So if we go onto here, it's like if token is on empty, we push back the token of the number. Why would that be? The only way we're going through here is if it's a separator. So why does that matter? Well, I guess we're taking the number already in here, no? And then we're clearing the token anyways. Oh, makes sense, makes sense, makes sense, makes so much sense. Replace all of this with Python ARGC. Yes. All right, guys, we're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. This is GPT assisted definitely, so I'm gonna put that in the title. But we're gonna make a git commit. I think so. Git add, git commit. Completed in under 3 hours. Yes, and 3 hours like 10 minutes or some bullshit. With GPT assistance. Okay. Heartbroken emoji. Commits. Push. Oh shoot. Of course. Fucking bullshit. All right. Oh well. Push. Yippee. All right, guys. If you guys want to check out the GitHub repo, check my Discord. It's absolutely like fucking clicked essentially. But okay, why Theo is on my screen? That's not very helpful, is that? All right. So let's go to my profile. And where is this freaking packet? All right, Calc Speedrun. 100% C++. Not very, very fun. This is like the lowest fun I've had in quite a bit. Dara code. Okay. So I'm just gonna post this in general. Well, not in general. Actually, I'm just gonna post it in Tech LARP. So y'all can go in here, check this out. Absolute bullshit. Maybe I'll do another language soon, TM, but will not be considering it too much. But yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna see you guys. I'm tired as fuck. So yeah, nice talking to you guys. I will be streaming tomorrow as well, so tune in tomorrow. We're gonna be like pushing updates to Icarus, bug fixes, figuring out how to do Valorant API, all of the fun stuff that we totally 100% want to do because we're so happy and we love life. Positivity, guys. But yeah, see you guys. All right, see you, Dead Dev. See y'all. Toodles. Also, thank you to everyone who helped me in the chat. Caleb, absolutely go. Absolutely go with the help. But yeah, see you guys. Oh yeah. Oh, YouTube. I totally forget about YouTube all the time, bro. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yo guys, my Twitch stream still has the tag making a Roblox game. I am not doing Roblox at all.